Welcome everyone to Tuber Chat. Thank you for joining. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So we've got a good, busy beginning to what we've got going on here today. So thank you, everybody, for coming in. First of all, thank you, Wonston. Let's talk about with Anita and the McRae Kings for the raid. This is our first raid here at Tuber Chat, so certainly won't be forgotten. I really appreciate that. I think it's a day that all live streamers wait for, so I'm really happy that you made that happen for me. So Wonston, I know you're in the house. Thank you for that again. Beautiful E-Vlogs, thanks for coming in. Metro Sonic, Yunyo, thanks for coming in. Venom for Life, good to see you back. King Tash Family, it's good to see you. Past Life Explorer, our featured channel for today, it's good to see you in the house early. Lady C Queen Foodie, thanks for coming in. Be Righto, it's good to have you back as well. And forgive me for racing through it, but I want to get right away to focusing on our channels. There's Past Life Explorer right there. This is a channel that's come back and back again, so I wanted to get them featured right away. And you'll notice from the thumbnail of our video and all of our social media posts today that Past Life Explorer is our featured channel. So as well, Ransom YT, thanks for coming in. I don't know if you're still here. You went to the park. Hopefully you'll be back. But it's good to be getting some fresh air anyway. And then Victoria T, thanks for coming in. Liz Vlog, thank you. I know you come from Yasmin Wu, but it's good to see you. I know I see you around here and there. Kristen and Kira. Kristen, my love. Kira, my BFF forever, of course, are in the house. FIFA World and Other Gaming, good to see you back. I was just watching something of yours last night. Miss Maria Kitty Livingston, it's good to see you back in the house as well. And then Georgia Bulldogs, it's good to have you back. A lot of familiar faces today. Mariah Arts and Wanders, thanks for coming in. Yeah, and thanks for reminding everybody about liking as well. If you have the ability, I'd love it if you would give us a like. I always wonder why streamers have to remind everybody about liking, and I wasn't using a lot of live streams on my phone until recently. Now I understand you have to turn the chat off to give it a like and turn the chat back on. It only takes a second, but it's great to remind everybody. So thank you for those of you who are liking. And then, of course, if you have the ability to share us and we'll get some more people in here, then I'll appreciate that as well. So I've got a few channels that I'm going to feature right away because, like I said, we did get our first raid today. And I really appreciate that. So we'll focus on that, and then we'll get into some more channels right after. So Kiara. Is that Kiara Zavera? Is that how I pronounce that? Good to see you in here. I think it's your first time in one of our live streams. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm happy that you're here. And then hopefully, I don't want anybody to be shy today. We're all here for the same thing. So feel free to connect with each other in the chat. The way that we do that is you visit a channel one by one, watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long. And then leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. It should be at least a couple of sentences long so it doesn't get caught by the YouTube spam filters. And then give the creator a thumbs up always. And then come back into the chat here after you've subscribed to them if you enjoy their content. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then just leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected. And then they will do the same thing for you on your channel. The Canap TV. Oh, the Kahanap TV. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. John Spizzo, thanks for coming in. Jaden Sa, thanks for coming in. Did you change... Oh, the birthday party. Yes. Kristen Welton, my girlfriend, my love, who's one of our moderators there, you see in blue, it's her birthday today, right now. So hopefully everybody will connect with her, give her a few numbers so that she can have a nice birthday present from everybody. Later today, we will be live streaming. I will do a live stream on my own personal channel under Kevin K for an hour, and I will leave a message in the chat occasionally. For those of you who want to connect with me personally, so we will celebrate Kristen's birthday for an hour on my channel, and then she will live stream starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So I'm going to start at 6, so that's 6 hours from now. and it's already scheduled on my personal channel, so you can check me out at Kevin K. And then we will be followed by, I'm just going to do about 45 minutes, maybe close to an hour, and then Kristen will take over at 7 o'clock on her channel as well, and we will celebrate her birthday. Everybody's indoors. We can't go to a restaurant or anything like that, so it's just going to be me, Kristen, and Kira, and whoever decides to come with us and enjoy a little live stream online. We'll put StreamYard on. And the Dude Rocks, thanks for coming in. InQ's World, thanks for coming in. I think I welcomed you, beautiful eVlogs, but if I didn't already, it's great to see you. Jaden Sudd, did you change your name, or do you have 2 accounts? I just wonder. I thought you didn't have a 28 before, but that's okay. I'm just curious. Mr. Fulton Mraz, you've shared us out for 20,000 times today. That's awesome. And you're also a singer today. All right, well, that's interesting. So Mr. Fulton Mraz obviously has something new for us to see when we check out his channel. And then I wonder why... Oh, Stream Elements is having a hiccup there, breaking up that message. I'll see if I can fix that after. Jenny O'Brien, thanks for coming in. I think Yasmin sent us a bit of help today, not to mention our raid. So Bibic, thanks for coming in. Now, hopefully, like I said, everybody is connecting with each other. Please don't be shy. You don't have to wait. Go ahead, take your time, have fun with it, but just meet anybody that you want in the chat. We're all here for the same thing. That's the purpose, and then hopefully we're all going to grow our channels today. If you're not already subscribed to Tuber Chat, I hope that you will, and keep that bell on for notifications so you don't miss our next live streams. We'll be back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday at the same time. And we've already got next Friday's scheduled as well. Okay, so hopefully everybody's connecting, and I'm going to spin the wheel. And these are our raiders for today. They do a bit of a train in the morning. It's almost like a love stream where It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey does morning talk. Then Let's Talk About It with Anita does an hour. And then the McRae Kings also do an hour. And so they are a group that you're definitely going to want to hook up with, because you can see how dedicated and loyal they are and willing to help each other and others. And again, this is our first Tuber Chat official raid. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that Yasmin is probably listening in the background. She's actually going to be doing a live stream in about an hour. So those of you who know Yasmin Wu or are connected to her, you're going to want to check that out. I'm going to run it on the side while we're still going with Tuber Chat. And then when we're done, we'll look at the idea of maybe going over there. So let's talk about it with Anita is here. And this, like I said, is one of our raiders. So this is somebody who you're going to want to connect with. John Spizzo is letting us know that he's only 12 away from 200. So John, I hope that you can hang out for a little while. And my bet is that if you do, you will find yourself very close and possibly getting right into that 200 mark. I'd love it if we could get you there today. If you get any closer, then just please let me know. In the meantime, there are a lot of people in this chat who have been here before, a lot of people who are connected to me personally as well, who I've known for months. And so I would love it if everybody, just like I keep saying, don't be shy. Feel free to connect with everybody. We're all here for the same thing. JD Knight 7, it's good to see you back. Thank you. You always do a great job of sharing us. That's one of our featured channels from previously as well. Lady Sea Queen Foodie is in the house. Gracious Tales, I'm glad that you're here because Gracious Tales, you're going to be featured on Monday. So hopefully you saw that already, but just make sure you got your reminder on. And we're going to have you up the way we just had Past Life Explorer. And as you guys see, when we do this, the way that I'm just featuring channels now is I will put that channel in my background for the duration of the live stream. So hopefully you guys enjoy that as a little program. Pardon me. Great, and oh, you're more than welcome, Gracious Tales. I'm happy to feature channels. When we talk about featuring creators, What I want to do here at Tuber Chat, when newcomers come in, people who are aggressively growing their channel, people with the real desire to grow, people who have less subscribers than most of us, I want to be able to send them to the right people. I want them to be able to send them to the right channels. The kind of creators who are willing to give more than they expect to receive, willing to do for others, promote others, and be dedicated and loyal and all that good stuff. So this is what I'm looking for when I talk about featuring channels. The best way that you can take advantage of everything that we're doing at Tuber Chat is to sign up for the email list at tuberchat.com. This is where I can keep you informed of everything we're doing as we're doing it, as we build new things, like our recent addition to our subreddit. So for those of you who already have Reddit, we recently introduced a new post, and I'm going to pull it up, and then I'm going to spin my wheel again. I just want to show you what we've got available. For anybody here who needs watch hours or knows anybody who needs watch hours, one of the best things that you can do is make arrangements to swap playlists with people. And all that means is you're going to run a playlist for them, they're going to run a playlist for you. And you can imagine if you have a playlist of 5 or 10 or 20 hours or even more, and you get a lot of people to run that playlist for you, you can see how your hours are really going to stack up. So anybody in blue, all of our moderators are willing to do it, as well as myself personally. If you want to hook up with me, my name is Kevin K. I'm easy to find. And then we can make those arrangements. But I want to show you what we did in the subreddit here for Tuber Chat. This is a subreddit dedicated just to our community, although anybody is welcome to come and post their videos for free. And the good news is, because we're so young and just beginning, there are so few members that when you post something here, there's a very good likelihood of it getting seen and noticed, as opposed to sometimes you have forums where you have thousands of members, and by the time you post something, 30 seconds later, it's already off the screen. So hopefully you'll take advantage of this. But if I go over to my hot tab on our subreddit, for those of you who haven't seen it, just know that Reddit is free. There's an app as well as the website, which I'm on right now, and you can get in there and find all kinds of great stuff. But our Tuber Chat subreddit is here. We've got a live chat that will build up over time, and then we've got this Playlist Buddies post that I've put up as wanted, and we'll see in a second that I'm just explaining. If you want to make playlist arrangements with people, then you just come into this post and you reply just as I have down here, and I'm saying I'm willing to run playlists for anybody, and then you can go in there and start making arrangements right there. So it's an easy way to get it done, and it's just a message forum. So it's very easy to just leave messages and you can get back to each other at your convenience, and it's open to everybody. So I hope you'll take advantage of that. And the next thing we're going to do is spin our wheel, and I'll look at getting some more channels up on the screen in a minute. I put already, let's talk about it with Anita, so I'm going to have to take that off. And we'll get to our next channel. Wonston, thanks for reminding everybody to share. If you do have the ability to share us out, whether it's on your community tab or Reddit or Facebook or Twitter or any of that stuff, we'll really appreciate it. Gets more people in here and gives us more people to connect to. So let's spin the wheel. I'll add some more names in a few minutes. And it's looked like we're going to have the McRae Kings. So let me hopefully find them very, very easily. They're a relatively new connection for Tuber Chat, but are responsible, with the help of Wonston and Anita B. Harris, for our first raid. By the way, I should mention, for those of you who don't have banners, channel art for your page, It's Me, Wonston, Yes Honey, who is in the chat and now a moderator, is able to do that. So you can reach out to Wonston if you want to find out about getting a banner, some channel art done from him. He's done a lot. You can see the style that he's done for a lot of people that have already been up here. A lot of our feature channels, a lot of people who come through here. Wonston has been a wonderful supporter for us and has brought us quite a crowd. So I appreciate that. Shane Crazy 30, thanks for coming in. Sister Diva Diva, it's good to see you again. Mr. Fulton Mraz. Metrosonic, we all need help every now and then. Everybody does. Even Tuber Chat, even myself. So anything you guys can do to share out, like, and things like that always help, and we really appreciate it. As our channels get bigger and as we follow more and more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as you probably would like. So we appreciate every minute. I do. I appreciate every minute that you spend here at Tuber Chat and with me personally. Cats XD, thanks for coming in. So let's get a few names up on the channel here. I'm gonna put the birthday girl in first, and I'm going to put Kira. Where are you, Kira? Did she come in yet? Let me see if she's come in yet. Yeah, she's here. Okay. The good thing about everybody connecting with each other, people come in and out, obviously, and that's okay. And then let's make sure Bibek is still here. I'm going to just refresh some stuff in the background here while we look at the McRae Kings channel. This is where we were right before we started today, including myself. So we got a raid. A lot of people came over from the McRae Kings, which I really appreciate. They are very close to their 1,000 subscribers, but we were over there enjoying their live stream right before we started. Grapehead, thanks for coming in. It's nice to see a new face in the house. I forget whether you've been here before for one of our live streams, so forgive me, but I think it's your first time. And then basically what we do here, everybody is free to connect with each other. You just follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and then everybody's here for the same thing, so don't be shy. Reach out, connect with people, and we're here to help you grow your channel. And after you've been here for a little while, we start putting names of channels up on our Wheel of Doom over here, and then I spin the wheel occasionally, and we get channels up on the screen for everybody to have a good look. So Bibik Pudel has been here for quite a while. We're going to get you on there. We're going to get John Spizzo on there. We're going to get Venom for Life. And I'm going to spin the wheel, and we'll see who's next. And then I will add some more names in a few moments. Okay, John Spizzo, it looks like you're coming up. Let's see what you got going on today. My pleasure, bud. I really appreciate, like I said, all the time everybody spends here. My object is to help you grow your channel. So hopefully get you meeting new people, making arrangements for playlists, and things like that. If anybody in the chat right now is willing to run playlists for other people and wants other people to run playlists for them, just please say so in the chat. All you need to say is, I'm willing to run playlists for people. And then people will start reaching out to you, and you can make your own arrangements. Anybody in blue is willing to do it. Those are our moderators, as well as myself personally. And again, I'll leave messages once in a while from my personal account, just so that you can connect with me. My name's Kevin K. I'm easy to find. And then we can make our arrangements via, I'm also on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, so you can catch me. Kevin K is my name everywhere. And then, of course, we have Tuber Chat available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, Pinterest, and soon to be adding more. We also have a Twitter list that I've recently put together, and it's called Tuber Chat Stars. For those of you who know what Twitter lists are, what I've done is anybody who has tweeted for us or retweeted us, I've added them into that list. so that when people are looking for creators who are willing to do more for others than they are for themselves, people who are willing to tweet and retweet for others, they can find those people easily. So it's a way to recognize some of the people who've been helping us out lately. And then I'll just take a second to remind everyone, if you have the ability to share us, I'll appreciate it. Sherry Alabama Gal Weileman, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you coming back. Hopefully you made a few friends and family members last time. And then so you're here. Jenny O'Brien, let's get you up on the wheel right away. And let's get, I've got Venom for Life up there. The Canahap TV. Let's get you on the wheel. Yunyo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Let's get you on the wheel. Metrosonic. And our best friend, Mr. Fulton Mraz. Let's get you up on the wheel. And I will spin, and let's see who our next channel is going to be. Oh, yep, John Spizzle working on 200. So there it is right there, 189. And then hopefully over the next little while, we've got enough people in here that we can see you hit that 200. So hopefully everybody will do me a personal favor and have a look at John Spizzo. He's got a bunch of videos here right on the front. Actually, I want to see this. Right on the front page, DJI Mavic Air 2, because I'm interested in drones these days. That might be a perfect video to connect with. It's over a minute long. You want to make sure that you're always connecting the right way. You visit a channel one by one, watch a short video, at least a minute long, watch that video in full. Leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. It should be at least a few sentences so that it doesn't get caught by the YouTube spam filters. Then give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into our chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And this is how we grow. We always want to be doing it the right way. So in Q's World, thank you for the share. Mr. Fulton Mraz always shares for us. Wonston always shares for us, so thank you very much. I'm really happy that In Q's World is here. I have the pleasure sometimes of catching her on her live streams, and she's somebody who's been a loyal and dedicated supporter for a long while now. It's getting on many months. So hopefully everybody's had a chance to connect with In Q's World. And then I'll remind everybody, so today we do have a special, a little bit of a special thing going on today. Kristen Welton, who's in the chat, this is my love, my girlfriend, one of our moderators, so you recognize her in blue. It is her birthday today, right now. And so we will be live streaming. I will do a stream in 6 hours on my personal channel. And then I'll just go for about 45 minutes, almost an hour. And then Kristen will take over right after that. And it'll be a little bit of a birthday party. Oh, I see. My message is a little long there from Stream Elements. I'm going to have to cut that down. I'll worry about it after today, but I'm going to make a note for myself, and then I'll spin our wheel. For those of you who live stream, I'll let you know that I absolutely love Botissimo. Is a bot that runs statistics for you. It works like a lot of the other bots. So that's my favorite for statistics. But Stream Elements is the one that you see leaving the messages in the chat. It's my favorite one. I've tried about 5 different ones, including Nightbot, including Streamlabs. And I find Stream Elements to be the best one. That's easy to control, does exactly what I want. Okay, Renee, it's good to see you back in the house. April Test Channel, thank you for coming back. Isisha, thanks for coming back again. It's great to see you in here, always. The Positive Mukbanger, thank you for coming in. I was just in your live, what, yesterday? I forget if it was yesterday that I was in there. D Turner Gaming, thanks for coming back. That's one of our previous featured channels as well. KPJP Florida, thank you. I'm sorry, I did see you come in, but thank you for coming in. Everyday Life with Kelly Girls, you are featured. Is it tomorrow? I've lost track of what day is what here. Let's have a quick look. I'll show you guys the schedule. We are going to be back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday at the same time. Let's see. I'll spin our wheel. We'll see who's going to be the next channel that we're going to focus on. Rosa Johansson is tomorrow. Everyday Life with Kelly Girls is on Sunday. And then, why is it escape? Oh, Gracious Tales, of course, is on Monday. And then I've already got next week's started and ready to go. As a matter of fact, next Friday, Kira Welton will be featured. She is my BFF forever. That's Kristen's daughter. And she is the featured channel for next Friday. So let's get her up here. Kristen and Kira both have their own channels. They are very much doing their own thing. Doing the consistent thing, coming out with videos every week. Kira's got a new one for us to watch. Of course, as does Kristen. So when you're connecting with her, you got something fresh to see. Henna Mendy Designs. I hope I'm pronouncing that kind of right. I'd like to feature you right when you're, like, properly when you're here. So I hope I get that. Hope I pronounce that properly. Eat with C. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for your birthday wishes for Kristen as well. It should be a fun day. We've got a really busy chat here and a busy live stream right now. So hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. Again, don't be shy. We're all here for the same thing. So reach out to anybody you want in the chat. And enjoy connecting. Oh, what are we going to do here? Is it going to be Jenny O'Brien? There you go. Metrosonic's working on some new animation. That's cool. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see that. Those of you connecting with them. John Spizzo's dancing away. John Spizzo must be getting even closer. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So Jenny O'Brien. Oh, just put a video up an hour ago, which is great. So I'm glad that you're here, and everybody's got a perfect video to connect with you with when they visit you. So hopefully you'll reach out, and hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting to each other. Jenny O'Brien, it's good to see you back again, so hopefully you'll get a lot of connections today. Oh, I did pronounce it correctly. Henna Mendy Designs. Okay, perfect. I'm glad that you're here. I think this is your first time in our live stream, so I appreciate you coming. You know, like I keep saying, as our channels get bigger and as we follow more and more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as you'd like. So when you're here, especially for the first time, I really appreciate it, because we've got a lot of channels to support. We've got a lot of other creators that we want to help and grow all together. So every minute that you spend here, again, I do appreciate, and then hopefully you find a lot of value here, and you'll continue to come back and then share us out and spread the word so that we can get more and more people. Everybody knows creators that need more subscribers and need more watch time, and we want to be able to help you not only with those things, but everything that we need as YouTubers as well. You know, we try to help you while we're offline as well. So we've got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, soon to add Pinterest and a couple of other networks. There are a lot of different things that we're doing, and the best way that you can keep on top of all that is to sign up for the email list at tuberchat.com. So let's spin another time on our wheel. Oh, these are close ones. Yenio, there we go. Okay, let's get you up on the screen. I did put Jenny O'Brien, so take that out. You've been back with us, so thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming in. Gracious Tales. I hope that that's not the case. I hope that we're getting you some people, especially I've got you featured for Monday, so you should get some extra attention that day, I hope. But yeah, hopefully you're everybody's connecting. We want to make sure we're always connecting the right way. One of the worst things is when you come in, especially to a growth stream like Tuber Chat, and you pick up 10 or 20 new family members, and then the next day half of them are gone and you don't know why. It's not that they unsubscribe to you, it's because there's possibility that people did not connect the right way. So that's fine. What we want to do here is guide everybody and show you the right procedure, and then you can help us spread the word, not just here, in other growth streams as well, so that we can really make like the small YouTuber community stronger for everybody. So the way that we connect is you visit a channel one by one, like Yanyo here, and then you watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long. And you see here, this is the video that I would have connected with Yanyo originally, just about a week ago it says. We connected, and I used this video because it's actually over a minute. Now, it's only a minute, 1 second, but that's fine. As long as it's over a minute, it counts. And then you leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. It should be at least a couple of sentences long. And the reason why is so that it doesn't get caught in the spam filters of YouTube. And then you can end up losing the subscription that way. Once you've left a comment, you give the creator a thumbs up, always. And if you enjoyed their content, then you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name, and that lets them know that you've connected, and they can turn around and do the same thing for you. Kristen, can I ask you to get the link for... actually, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get the link for... Yeah. Okay, Kristen's going to get the link for Georgia Bulldogs, so KPJP Florida can connect with you. Kristen's in the next room from me, so I can just yell over to her, actually. So hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. And then definitely Gracious Tales is a channel that I'd love for you to check out. And Every Day with the Kelly Girls as well, because we have these channels featured this weekend. As long as Rosa Johansson, hopefully she'll make it in. Beat Nick Store, nice to see you again. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to spin the wheel, and then I'm going to see if I can add a few more names here. Metrosonic. Let's get you up and see what you have got going on for us today. You did say that you, if I remember right, it was you that just said you're working on some new animation. So hopefully you'll have that ready for us sometime in the near future. And here's Metrosonic right here. I think it's very clear what we can expect from this channel. But there's some serious artistic content right here in the front page, which is fantastic. So you got quite a bit of different stuff. This is great, and I'm happy to see you've got your featured channels here. This is a great collaboration that anybody can do. It's very easy, where you you make a list of featured channels here, and then hopefully some of those channels feature you back. And what that does is it tells the YouTube algorithms as well as your audience these channels are worthy of being featured by you. So you can imagine the impact that has. And then when some of those channels feature you back, they are saying in turn that you are worthy of being featured by them. So it's great for their audiences, great for the YouTube algorithms, and you can imagine, like I said, the impact that it has. If anybody here has featured Tuber Chat on their front page and I don't know about it, then please let me know so that I can return the favor, because we absolutely do that. Yeah, Gracious Tales, I see you reaching out to Everyday Life with Kelly Girls. I hope you'll, both of you connect, because you're both featured channels this weekend. Joan Channel, thanks for coming in. I'm not sure if this is your first time with us on a live stream, but I appreciate you being here. And then, like I said, just please don't be shy. We're all here for the same thing. Cooking with Q and More is in the house, so thanks for coming in. Eat with C, I'm not sure if I welcomed you, but thanks for coming in. And I'm just going to refresh system that I've got in the background here to let me know if I should be adding any more channels onto our wheel. As long as you're active and you hang out with us for a while, I add your name to the wheel, and then when your name comes up, I just check if you're still here, and as long as you are, then you get added into, then I put your channel up on the big screen. Lady Sea Queen Foodie is a wonderful supporter to us and always back. Georgia Bulldogs has been with us again and again. So we're going to get your channel. I know we had trouble with your link earlier, but Kristen must have got it for us, so you're good, but we'll take a good look at your channel. Venom for Life is already on the wheel. Yunio, we saw already. Mr. Fulton Moraz, I have added. Cats XD, let's get you up there. Like I said, so once you're here for a little while, let's say 15, 20 minutes, something like that, I add you into the wheel. When I spin the wheel, I'm just going to make sure that you're still here, and as long as you're still here, we put your channel up on the screen. Everyday Life with Kelly Girls and the Canahab TV. I really appreciate everybody coming in, because this is quite busy today, and I'm happy that we've got so many people connecting with each other. KPJP Florida is a wonderful supporter that comes back again and again. April Test Channel has been with us repeatedly. D Turner Gaming, which is one of our previous featured channels, is in the house. And I've got a few more to add, so let me spin our wheel. And I'm going to add a couple more names here right away after I get probably Bibek Pudel, sorry. I want to pronounce this properly. Bibek Pudel. And I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing that right. This is a new connection for Tuber Chat. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do to make sure that we get connected the right way. I cannot watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, and I'll show you in just a second. I will take this video right here, and I will add it into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, within the next couple of days, I will watch your video in full. I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of this morning walk video. Then I will give you a thumbs up, certainly, and I will subscribe to you. And in that way, I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to us here at Tuber Chat, and you've got your notifications on so you don't miss our next live streams, which will be tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday at the same time. We always schedule them in advance. Eugen's Workshop, thanks for coming in. I'll do a little more explaining in just a quick second. And Journal with Me, thanks for coming in. So basically, this is what a lot of people will call a love stream. We are definitely not a sub-for-sub network. What we do here is focus on quality connections, the kind of people who are going to keep coming back, not only subscribing to you, but watching your videos, giving you comments, giving you thumbs up, and all the things we need as YouTubers, and we're growing a community together. So the way that we connect properly, like if you were to visit Mr. Babek here, you go to the channel, one by one, take your time and have fun with it. You watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long. You're free to leave our chat to go and do that and connect properly. Once you've watched the video in full, you leave a meaningful comment related to the content of the video. Then you give the creator a thumbs up, always. And if you enjoyed their content, then you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. So I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm going to add a couple more names to it in just a second. So Lady C Queen Foodie is going to be up next. Let's get Lady C Queen Foodie. This is a channel that has come back to us again and again and again and is well on the way towards that 1,000. So you're at 968 right now. I'm sure we're going to get you past 970. And hopefully if you keep grinding, I don't know how much time you have today, but if you come back with us again tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, you're going to cross your 1,000. I'd love it if we could be a part of that. But hopefully, regardless, we can get you a little bit farther. So Ms. Maria Kitty Livingston has been added. We've got Isisha, the Positive Mukbanger. I was hanging out on her live stream the other day. She always has a good time. Sherry Alabama Gal Weileman is coming in on the wheel again. So we've got quite a few. So thank you everybody for hanging out. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. So Eugen's workshop. Hopefully I've answered your question as to how things work here. And if you have any more questions, by all means, just please ask, and then I'll try to address them. Patty Moore Show, it's good to see you again. I know you're often very early with us, but I'm happy that you're here. So it doesn't auto-add you to the list. I add everybody. So basically what happens is, as long as you're here connecting with people the right way and active in the chat for, let's say, 20 minutes or so, then I have a system, which I'll show you. It's a little robot that works in the background that lets me know how active everybody is and how long they've been here. And then I go through that list and I add people to the wheel once in a while. And then I just spin the wheel whenever I feel like it after a couple of minutes. And whoever gets picked on the wheel, which is purely random, gets put up. So the other thing I'll do is, so Everyday Life with Kelly Girls, for instance, is the channel that I'm going to put up right now. And you can see me take their name off the wheel, and I'm going to put it up in the browser and hit enter. Now, I know that they're here. Everyday Life with Kelly Girls usually spends quite a while with us every day. So I know that they're still here. What happens is, once I spin the wheel, if your name comes up, if you're still here, then I put your channel up on the screen. Oh, Hoops Family Network is here. Forgive me, I don't know how long you've been here. You must have slipped by me, but thank you for coming in. The Hoops Family Network and Hoops Family Network is one of our moderators and inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat. So they go right on the wheel. And then, of course, Cooking with Q and More, same thing. Cooking with Q and More loves seafood. So he is also very inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat and everything that we're doing here. Not to mention him and the Hoops Family Network, both responsible very much for the beginning of my rapid growth over the last several months on my personal channel, not to mention here with Tuber Chat. So when you watch Cooking with Q and More, he's got a dedicated channel to, he's a professional chef and does lots of cooking videos. And he actually makes it look easy because the videos are done at home. Like it looks like you could do it yourself. But there's a lot of seafood stuff in there, I notice all the time. Not the biggest seafood lover, but some of the stuff that he's done, I feel like I want to try for myself as well. I'm sure I welcomed you, the Dude Rocks, but hopefully, and thank you for coming back and sticking around with us. It's always good to see you. So Everyday Life with Kelly Girls is going to be featured on Sunday. April Test Channel is coming up right now. In the meantime, hopefully everybody is not being shy. We're all here for the same thing today. So have fun with it. Take your time. Reach out to everybody one by one in the chat. Venom for Life says the dude abides. The dude does abide. Does abide. Hopefully everybody catches that reference, but that is quite comical. Much needed comic relief. So this is April Test Channel. Thank you for coming back again. I know you've been with us before. I think we're even connected on my personal channel as well. And I will leave a message in the chat occasionally from my personal account in case those of you who want to connect with me personally. My name is Kevin K. Joan Channel, thanks for hanging out so long. By the way, we all don't want to be shy. So the best way to maximize your impact while you're here in the stream is to reach out to people one by one first. And you visit their channel, watch a short video in full, at least a minute long, leave a couple of sentences related to the content of that video, and then you give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoyed their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for you. It's always easier if you go first. Please don't wait for people to come to you, because you find most of the people who are in here today, I know we have a few newcomers. A lot of the people who are here, even like Wana Kong just came back in. A lot of people have been here before. And I hope that what that means is that they have enjoyed themselves and found success growing their families, growing their friends. And so hopefully you'll find the same thing. But please don't be shy. Everybody's here for the same thing. Reach out to everybody in the chat one by one. Take your time. We're going to be here for a while. And make sure you make those quality connections so that they stick. We don't want you to lose your connections tomorrow. The best way to do that is just follow the procedure I described and the instructions on the screen. Carolyn Eats All. InQ's World sent you. Thank you. Yes, I know she shared today. So thank you very much for coming in. I thought we've seen you before, though. Have we? Is it possible that I'm connected to you personally, or have you been here? And then Kay Renee, thank you for reminding everybody to thumbs up. It always helps us. I forget sometimes that when you're on a phone, you've got to turn the chat off to give the thumbs up and turn the chat back on. It only takes a second, so I hope that you will. But anybody can forget. That's why we always remind everyone. So I really appreciate that. And then if you have the ability to share us out, whether it's on your community tab or Twitter or Facebook or anywhere else, we'll always appreciate that. So our next channel coming up is Georgia Bulldogs, who's been with us again and again. And like I said, hopefully is finding success in growing their family and finding lots of friends. So let's get you up on the screen. Oh, this is the channel we had a little bit of trouble finding the. As time goes on, and your channel grows and you become, as your channel grows and you become more active and more consistent, you will find that this problem will go away. There's that banner again that I wonder about all the time. I wonder if that's part of a network of channels. But Georgia Bulldogs, there you go. So Georgia Bulldogs is another channel that's been back again and again and again. And so hopefully everybody understands that when I describe creators like this who are coming back, what we're looking for here are quality connections. This is not a sub for sub network. What we want are people who are going to come back to your channel often, watch your videos, give you comments, give you thumbs up, and all the things we need as YouTubers as we all grow together. We all need the same things. The other thing too, if you're looking for watch hours, or if you know people who are, then hopefully you'll send them here. But just please leave a message in the chat saying you're willing to run playlists for people, and then people will reach out to you and then they'll make arrangements. And a simple playlist arrangement where you swap, you run a playlist for them, they run a playlist for you, can really be helpful in getting your hours to stack up a little bit faster than they otherwise would have. Metrosonic, I just noticed you shared us on Twitter, so thank you very much. I'm going to add you into our Twitter list I have a list called Tuber Chat Stars. I don't think you're already in there, but what that is for those of you who know what Twitter lists are, it's a list that's public that anybody can view, and I've labeled it as YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others, so that people can easily find you, and then hopefully you'll build up your followings on Twitter as well, and that's our way of recognizing you after you have tweeted or retweeted us. Ransom YT, it's good to see you back in the house. Yeah, Twitch is a bit of a different thing. I know that the two networks between YouTube and Twitch are a little bit different. There are similarities, but as well, there are, the two networks have their differences, of course, when it comes to, I know Twitch got popular with gaming. Used to be a DJ. A lot of my DJ friends are on there now doing DJ sets and things like that. Mr. Fulton Mirage shared us out for 30,000 times today now. That's amazing. Raleigh Magpayo, I hope I'm pronouncing that kind of right. Thank you for coming in. Maddie2X, thanks for coming in as well. I really appreciate it. It's great to see people who are relatively new to us here, new connections. Hopefully we can bring you some value and help you grow your friends and family. You'll find some new friends and family members here. Maddie2X is very close to 700, so feel free to reach out to anybody in the chat. The best way you're going to find success is to reach out to people first, and then they will turn around and continue to connect with you as well. The way that we do that is you just visit a channel one by one. Everybody's here for the same thing, so feel free to reach out to anybody in the chat. Watch a short video in full when you get to their channel. It must be at least a minute long. And then once you have watched that video, as you watch it in full, leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and then give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoy the creator's content, then you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name, and that lets them know that you've connected properly, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. So Kay Renee and Cooking with Q and More have both mentioned that they're willing to swap playlists. Anybody in blue, all of our moderators are willing to swap playlists with people, including myself personally. So I will leave a message in the chat occasionally from my personal account, just so that you can connect with me easily. My name is Kevin K, and I am willing to swap playlists with anybody at any time. As well, we have a new thread on our subreddit. For those of you who use Reddit, it's free, and anybody can post their videos in our subreddit. I've also started a new thread just for swapping playlists, so it's easy to make arrangements there, and you can leave messages at your convenience. Kay Renee, thanks for sharing us out. Cooking with Q shared us, of course, so thank you for that. Ransom YT, you just created a stream playlist if anybody wants to watch that. So, forgive me, one of the pieces of advice I always give to everybody when it comes to swapping playlists, there's really no way to know the truth about whether live streams count when you watch them or not, but I have heard over and over and over again, and I advise people all the time, when we make a playlist on our channel for the purpose of swapping playlists with each other, basically you want to make a playlist of all your pre-recorded videos, not including live streams, because we can't be sure about how much credit you get when people watch live stream playlists. So first of all, those, as well as like just hanging out in a live stream. If somebody turns your live stream on and just lets it run for 5 hours but is not active, then it's very possible that you don't get the credit, because you're going to hear creators all the time talking about how they're losing hours and they don't understand why. And that's one of the biggest reasons. If you're going to be in a live stream, it's best that you stay at least 15 minutes to give the creator the credit that they need. Even if you have to keep it that short, 15 minutes is enough to count, but anything less might not. It's me, Wanston. Yes, honey, I already put you up. It's me, Winston. Yes, honey's been a wonderful supporter to us and is responsible for our raid today. I didn't realize I'd already put them on the wheel. I didn't take their name off. So I'll spin it again. Cats XD. Okay, let's just make sure you're here because I haven't seen you for a few minutes. I'm going to refresh and just double check. So for those of you who don't already know how the wheel works, basically we're just trying it out right now. We'll see what happens. If you guys like it, we'll keep it going in future live streams. But for what we do right now, if you're here for about 20 minutes or so and you're active in the chat, then I add you to the wheel. Once I spin the wheel and your channel comes up, if you're still here, I put your channel up on the screen and we take a good look at it. Our live streams at this point usually only go for about an hour and a half to 2 hours anyway, so it's not like it's a long time. So Cats XD is not still here, so I'm not going to worry about it for now, but I will add them back in if they come back. Let's spin the wheel again and see what's going to happen. I'm refreshing my list in the background to see if I got to add some more names to the wheel. Isisha, I think you're still here. I thought I just saw you. Yes. You are still here. So let's get you up on the screen. Here we go. The reason why I do it this way is because we are not a sub for sub network. We're very much focused on quality connections, making sure that we actually make friends. You know, we say family members, but some of these people that you're going to connect with, you're going to develop relationships with these people, and you're going to have arrangements with them for support that don't even have to be said. So sometimes what happens is you will find, I'll address your message in a second there, Georgia Bulldogs. What you'll find is people who keep coming back to your channel, giving you the comments, giving you the views, giving you the thumbs up as often as they can. When we get bigger and bigger and we follow more and more people and our channels grow, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as you might like. So I appreciate every minute that you spend with us here at Tuber Chat, and of course with me personally. But that's something to think about. So, oh, I'm so sorry, Aisha. I must have missed your questions. And sorry, just one more time, remind me. Am I pronouncing that right if I say Aisha? I just want to make sure because I don't want to say it the wrong way when you're here. I want to feature you properly. Bond while growing your channel. Yes, Past Life Explorer. I've been very, very lucky. The reason that Tuber Chat even exists, the reason I started this, is because I saw when I got into this community how generous the community around me was. People like the Hoops Family Network, Cooking with Q and more, and many others were instrumental in my personal rapid growth, and you can see that 5 months later they're still here with me. And that's what I'm talking about, and that's what I wish for everybody. So Georgia Bulldogs asked the question as well, is if someone dislikes your video, does it hurt your channel? So while I can't be 100% sure of the way the calculations go at YouTube, you can look at it this way. An interaction of any kind is an interaction. So a thumbs down might be better than nothing at all, just because somebody's actually paid attention and cared enough, even though it's in the negative way. But, you know, there's a lot of people out there, trolls and this and that, and you'll see more and more of it the longer you go on with YouTube, where people, sometimes you just get maybe angry people and they just do it because they don't understand that it hurts so bad. Then you get other people who are malicious and will go and do it, and we don't wish that for everybody. So, you know, it's unavoidable. Once you have videos that are getting 100 views, 200 views, 300, you're going to eventually get so many dislikes that today it would freak you right out. You would say, oh my God, I can't believe I got like 5 dislikes on my video. Why does everybody hate it? That's not it. There are people out there who just do it. It's their thing, and they have no idea. And we think that those people leave a thumbs down and then sit there watching our page waiting to see our reaction, but they don't. They're long, long gone. They've forgotten about you and they're never coming back. So you don't have to worry about it. But again, interaction may be better than nothing at all. So I wish I could answer your question with a 100% certainty, but I don't. But dislikes are something that we can't really do anything about anyway. The best advice I can give everybody is be as positive as you can all the time, and then hopefully it just minimizes it. So I'm gonna spin the wheel, and then I'm gonna scroll back and see if I can find what I missed from Aisha there. Viviana, thanks for coming in. I believe that you are speaking Spanish to us, and forgive me because yo hablo español un poco, which means I speak only a little bit. Kristen Welton, the birthday girl, is coming up right now. And I don't speak Spanish at all. I shouldn't even say that I speak a little bit because I don't. I know how to say I don't speak Spanish in Spanish. And Kristen knows how to count to 10. Most of our American friends will know how to count to 10. So forgive me. I wish my Spanish was better for you. Hopefully you understand enough English that you can make some impact from myself. But it doesn't really matter because the important thing for everybody here is in the chat. The important thing is for everybody to be connecting with each other. So Kristen's birthday is today. Oh, give me, pardon me for 1 second here.
So able to.
I got to. I was looking for those questions from Aisha that I missed. I didn't mean to miss them. Sometimes, for those of you who've been here a few times, you know that I can talk. And then when I do, I just start to go on and on and on at times. Hopefully, Aisha, you found Journal with Me. Okay, so, oh, Aisha, I'm so sorry. Okay, there, I finally, I don't know why I didn't see that when you said that. Aisha, yes. Kristen told me that a couple of weeks ago, but just because there's a silent S, I had thought that it was not. So I'm so sorry, but now you know I've got it. I just want to make sure that I feature you properly when you're here. So Aisha, thank you very much for that. And especially for coming back to us so often. I really appreciate that. And I'm so sorry because when I scroll back in the chat, I can't find the questions that you asked me. So if there's anything that I can answer for you, then I hope you'll ask again, and I'll try to do a better job of watching the chat. I'm going to spin the wheel again, but I'll just remind you, so today is Kristen's birthday. This is my girlfriend, my love. She's one of our moderators, obviously in blue. She will be I will be doing a live stream in a few hours, in 5 hours, on my own channel, The Positive Mukbangers, coming up, and then I'm just going to go for about an hour, and then Kristen's going to take over, and we're going to celebrate her birthday online because we are all staying home these days and doing everything that way. So we'll be happy if any of you want to come to both my personal channel, and for those of you who've connected with Kristen, you can visit her after as well. Supercard TV, thanks for coming in. I think I saw you the other day, and I can't remember whose stream it was in, but I appreciate you coming in. And Aisha's asking, is Stream Element better than StreamYard? They're very much different. So StreamYard is the platform I'm using right now that lets me flip my screens around, and you've seen a lot of other creators use it. to have talk shows where you can put up to 6 people on the screen. You can actually have a few more in the background and swap people in and out. That's what StreamYard is. It's meant for live streaming as a platform. Whereas Stream Elements, which I'm using in the chat as a bot, which leaves the messages for me, there's many of those. Stream Elements is my favorite one that gives you the ability to put these messages every like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, or however you want to set it. And what it does is it stops me from having to remind everybody to follow us on Instagram all the time, because the bot's kind of doing it. For people who have Instagram, they'll just notice and then hopefully add us as well. And then, you know, all the other things that we say, remember to subscribe and thumbs up to the host and stuff like that, just so that it saves us from doing it. It makes the job of the moderators easier, hopefully. That's the goal of it. But I love Stream Elements for that purpose. So the wheel is just from a website called wheelofnames.com, and it's free. And it does have advertisements, but it's got, if you can see here, a lot of features that you can change if you want to. And then obviously they let you put your logo in the middle and everything. Pardon me. It's just a free thing that I found in somebody else's live stream, and I thought it was a great thing. So it's something that we added in here. We're just trying it out. Everything with TuberChat is experimental. We don't know what the future is going to hold. I want TuberChat to become what you want it to become. The ways that I can help maximize impact for you are the things we're going to take into consideration. But I thought this was a fun way to see how we can get channels on the screen in kind of a methodic way. What happens sometimes, Natural Nesha, thanks for coming in. What happens sometimes is people will come into the chat, but they won't stay. Like, not everybody likes this, right? Or not everybody's expecting it. TuberChat is very new. So by looking at the thumbnail, you don't know what to expect. And then when you come in here, if you haven't already heard of it or know somebody that I know, oh, there we go, Fire and Air Tarot. I'm so happy for you to be back. I know you were here with us the first week, and I changed the times of the live streams. Anyway, so as I was saying, we changed. Things are going to change with TuberChat in many different ways. I want it to become whatever has the most impact for everyone. Obviously, Growth Stream is the best way for you to meet friends and family members right now. And Chance, thanks for coming in. I'm really happy to see you. I know we just connected the other day, I think, from Rose, right? And then, so like I said, often I will start answering a question, but I go on so long about it. Fire and Air Tarot is another channel that's willing to swap playlists. So again, that's an arrangement you can make with people that's very simple. If you need watch hours or know anybody who needs watch hours, you can just make an arrangement. You watch a playlist for them, they watch a playlist for you. And you can imagine if you have a playlist of, let's say, 5, 10, 20 hours, and you get a lot of people to run that, you can see how your hours are really going to stack up. And you're helping somebody else at the same time. This is what I mean about us all being able to grow together. It's not me that came up with that saying. This is what inspired the creation of TuberChat. There is a very generous community of, we say small YouTubers. It's not an accurate term. The right way to say it is content creators. But the reason why we use the word small YouTubers is because it's so popular in the YouTube algorithms that if I put out our TuberChat live streams and I just call them Content Creators Connect, nobody's going to find it. If I call it Small YouTuber Support, it has a better chance of being found, therefore impacting more and more people. So that's the hope anyway. So if anybody's willing to run playlists for each other, then you can just say so in the chat, and then hopefully people will reach out to you. I'll be reaching out to everybody afterwards. And then as well, we have a new thread on our subreddit, for those of you who use Reddit, and that is meant for the purpose of swapping playlists. We hope to build a big community of people who are willing to swap playlists, where you can absolutely trust that the stuff is going to get done by the people who are making the arrangements. and then we can get everything done faster. Anybody in blue is willing to run playlists for each other. All of our moderators. Tags in your videos. My best suggestion, KPJP Florida, is first of all common sense, right? So you want to make tags that make the most sense. You want to have tags that match some of the words in your title. So for instance, I will have small YouTubers support as my title of today's live stream. So I will want to put small YouTuber, small YouTubers, small YouTuber support, small YouTubers support, and things like that, as well as grow your channel, watch time, 1,000 subscribers, things like that. But as well, if you like, there are tools that make it a little bit easier. The tool that I use over and above everything else is TubeBuddy. So there's a link in the description of every video I ever put out that's got a link to the free version of TubeBuddy. So whether you've heard of it or not, or are considering using it, those of you who don't already know, I am a professional channel manager. So I've been running channels for other people for like 4 years. Several of them have millions of views, well over 10,000 subscribers between different channels and this and that. So if you want those kind of results, I'm just telling you that I use TubeBuddy. There are other tools, but I love it. Oh, so I didn't miss Aisha. I didn't miss. I didn't answer the question about the comparison. Georgia Bulldogs, thank you very much. If you're still here, hopefully we'll see you tonight, as you say. Thank you, Precious Glamorosa. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to get to your other channel, your other question in 1 second, Aisha. Kiki Soul Fitness, thanks for coming in. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Nenya Chica, thanks for coming in again. Wow, it's good to see you back. And then, so Aisha, you were asking about the difference between Stream Elements and Bottissimo. So most of the bots are similar. There's Nightbot, there's Streamlabs, Bottissimo, Stream Elements, among others. Bottissimo, I find the best for the statistics. This is how I'm deciding to put channels on the screen. It's letting me know how active and how long everybody has been here. That's how I'm choosing people to put on the screen. So I love it for that. Stream Elements is my favorite one for having the chat bot leave messages in the chat. With a lot of the bots, what happens is you set timers, and it says with Stream Elements, like every 5 minutes, set a timer and send out one of the messages in the list. Whereas Bottissimo and Nightbot and the others, you have to set separate timers for each one. And I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense to you, but often you'll find that messages crash into each other. So you might have 2 or 3 or 4 messages, one after the other from the bot. And I really don't like that. I want them spaced out. So Stream Elements is that. What I do is I hook them all up. I hook up Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Bottissimo, and I use them all for different things. The Kahanap TV, I accidentally put you in the wheel twice. It didn't pick you, but all this time you were getting double the chance of everybody else. That's funny. I didn't realize I did that. And there we go. Jay's Journey, thanks for coming in. Yeah, hopefully when everybody's here, I can bring you a little bit of value. I learn from creators of all sizes, with all sizes of channels, every single day. So what I wish to do is not necessarily tell everybody what they should be doing, but just explain to you the things that I do and the suggestions that I have so that you can add it into all the other information that you have and then make the best decision for your own channel. So the Kahanap TV, I thought you'd been here before, but regardless, I'm going to make sure that we're connected properly right now. I can't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take this video right here and I'm going to add it into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, within the next few days, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch your video in full and I will leave you a genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you the thumbs up for sure, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks, because we want to make sure that we are always connecting the right way. And by simply following the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you can always make sure that you're doing it the right way. Okay, Renee, I know 100% you are actually a genuine supporter because I know you've been making arrangements with Kristen, and I will make arrangements with you at some point afterwards that we can swap playlists as well because I know that you do that. The Family of Lightation, thank you for coming back in again. King Pro, thanks for coming in again. I'm hoping everybody's having a good time connecting to each other, finding new friends, finding new family members. And again, if you need watch hours or you know somebody who does, then one of the best arrangements you can make is to simply swap playlists with them. Lots of the people in this chat do, including myself and all of our moderators who are in blue. And I've left a message from my personal account if you want to connect with me. And if you'd like to swap playlists with people, then just leave a message in the chat here letting people know that you are willing to swap playlists, and hopefully people will reach out to you and you can start making your arrangements that way. The Zeophobic 73 channel, how are you doing? Nice to see you. That's a new connection for Tuber Chat. So don't be shy. Everybody's here for the same thing. We're all here to connect. Hopefully you can meet some new friends and family members. Just reach out to everybody one by one. Take your time, enjoy yourself, and we'll make sure we connect the right way simply by following the instructions at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to spin my wheel, and at some point soon I'll start adding a few more names to it. Venom for Life, I know you're still here because you just left us a message to let us know you're still watching. So Venom for Life is coming up on the screen, and I will go and look for some more names to add. Family of Vitation, thank you. Lady Sea Queen Foodie is on her way, so she's you're approaching the 1,000, right? Is that right? We looked at that earlier. So hopefully everybody's connecting with Lady Sea Queen Foodie. She is a loyal and dedicated supporter, not only of myself and of Tuber Chat, but of a lot of other people in our community. And so she's so close to the 1,000 right now that I hope everybody will at least seek out Lady Sea Queen Foodie and have a look so that we can, at some point, whether I don't know if it could be today, but at some point in the next couple of days, we're going to see her cross that mark. And then oh, let me get your videos up here for everybody to see. There we go. So you just put something. You've got a couple of recent videos, but you just put something a few days ago, so everybody's got something new to see if they connect with you here. So let me have a look through my list, and I'll think about adding a few more names to our wheel. Eat with C needs to get in there. Okay, Renee needs to be put on the screen at some point. As we get bigger and bigger and as we follow more and more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we might like. So I appreciate every minute that you're spending here with us at Tuber Chat and with me personally. Joan Channel has been here for a while. I didn't already put you on the wheel. Let's make sure you're still here. Yeah. Hopefully. So Joan Channel will put you on the wheel. So again, the way that this works is once you've been here for, let's say, 20 minutes or so, maybe half an hour, I put you on the wheel as long as you're active and meeting people and things like that. Henna Mendy Designs. I don't think I had you on the wheel already. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. The Dude Rocks has been here for a little while. As long as you've been here for a while and we get you up on the wheel, and then when I spin the wheel, as long as you're still here when your name comes up, then we put your channel up on the screen. Raleigh McPhail, let's get you up there. Sherry, thank you for reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up. Eat with C, thanks for reminding everybody as well. I always forget that, but when you're on a phone, you got to turn the chat off to give it a like, and then turn the chat back on. It only takes 1 second, but that's why we always remind everybody. But I appreciate everybody helping me remind each other right now. So Cooking with Q and More is here, just stepping away from the chat, but we'll likely be back. Josh and Kaylee, I'm so happy to see you. I think this is your first time in a Tuber Chat live stream, but I really appreciate it. This is a dynamic channel. These two are very fun to watch, and this is the kind of supporter. So I met them through the Hoops Family Network. They're the kind of supporter who, as their channel grows, they're getting big. I expect very big things from them. But as they grow, they still continue to come back and support. You know, I don't expect everybody after 3 months to remember that, you know, the guy behind Tuber Chat name is Kevin K. But they remember, they came in, and I'm so happy to see you. So thank you very much. Gingy, thanks for coming back again. It's nice to see a few people making playlist arrangements. I'm happy for that, for everybody needing hours. So hopefully, Josh and Kaylee, because you're new to the Tuber Chat group, hopefully you can find some new friends and family members in here. These are very seasoned YouTubers as far as this stuff all goes. I was introduced to them many months ago, like I said, from the Hoops Family Network, when I started aggressively growing my personal channel before the beginning of Tuber Chat. And, you know, like I said, they continue to come back. They continue to support others. Let's make sure Miss Maria Kitty Livingston is still here. I'm just going to refresh. So King Pro, I occasionally I go through and I add names to the wheel. And I've got a little system that lets me know how long everybody's here, excuse me, and how active they've been. So I'm sure I'm going to get you up shortly. Today is much busier than I was even expecting. Last week seemed a little bit, when going into a lot of different growth streams, it seemed to be much less busy than I thought. Yeah, thank you, Josh and Kaylee. Yeah, things are going just fine. Nails by Nicole is in the house. Nails by Nicole is our first official moderator and somebody who's come back again and again, not just the TubeBuddy, but also there with my personal channel and the experiments I was doing there. Josh and Kaylee, I'm so sorry to hear that has happened for you. It's not a fun experience for anybody, and I'm sure it takes its toll. So it makes sense, and you know, you got to do what's right for you when it comes to all of the YouTube stuff. You guys are very strong and solid, so you can probably take whatever time you need, and then when you come back, you're going to be able to pick up almost right where you left off, because you built it so solid. It's channels like yours that are inspiring what we're doing here at Tuber Chat to try to help all the newcomers. First of all, so that it's easier for them than it was for us. And I know you were into this before I was. I've been on YouTube many years as a professional channel manager, but I didn't get into this community until about 5-6 months ago. But you guys are so strong and solid, and that's what we're trying to help people accomplish here, so that, you know, the life that gets in the way of our creativity doesn't stop anybody. You know, it doesn't always have to be 2 steps forward, 1 step back. We can start moving faster. Short Bus Pull-Up is in the house. Thanks for coming in. Lewandon Gaming, thanks for coming in, and especially mentioning swapping playlists with people. Yep, Gingy, thank you. I think I welcomed you, but thank you. I'm so happy that you're back. And Venom for Life has a question. Go ahead. I don't mean to miss. If I've missed anything, forgive me. We're a little bit busier than I was expecting for today, so I'm falling behind in the chat from time to time. Forgive me, Venom for Life. I'm trying to scroll back and see what I missed. I didn't mean to miss your question. Oh, why don't my things show up on my homepage? So one of the things that you can do is, let me show you the Tuber Chat front page. And I'll just show you how to quickly do something with it. Forgive me, I'm going to do two things at once here. So I'm getting that ready for you, and I'm going to spin the wheel. And we'll get another channel up. D Turner Gaming was one of our featured channels not too long ago. And this is a channel, again, that I was connected with through the Hoops Family Network that comes back again and again. So when you're looking for quality connections and supporters, that's what D Turner Gaming is going to give you if you've connected with them. Oh, Josh and Kaylee, thank you for sharing for us and mentioning that. I appreciate the kind words. Joan Channel, I'm going to get right back to you, so forgive me for cutting you off here. I just want to make sure I show everybody something. So when you go on Customize Channel, as you see, hopefully, Venom for Life, this is where you end up dressing up the front of your page. So I don't know how to do it on a phone yet. I can learn, and I will make tutorials for that at some point. But for now, on a computer, if you can get to one or if you have one, this is the easiest way. You come in here, and what you can do is if you can start adding these sections to the front of the page here. And a lot of these are playlists, and they're very easy to edit. But this is where it's done. So hopefully that's a bit of a help. And then when you have a chance to get to that, you can give it a try. So it's just on that Customize Channel button that comes on the front of your home page when you're logged in. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Josh and Kaylee. Yes, actually, I got the notification before I even saw that you mentioned it in the chat. So thank you very much for sharing us. If anybody does have the ability to share us out, of course, we appreciate it, whether it's on your community tab or your Twitter or Facebook or anything else. And this goes again to saying, about the character of the creator behind the channel. And I say this kind of thing all the time, but all of you know that Tuber Chat doesn't have its community tab yet. Now, we'll likely get it within the next few weeks, and that's fine. But right now, we can't return the favor. So when you see a creator that's willing to share us out, knowing that we can't share them back even if we wanted to, that speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel. Because what we're really focused on here at Tuber Chat is trying to get you the quality connections that you need to grow your channel. And what you need for that is people who are willing to do more for others than they are for themselves. And that's not the right way of saying it, but you must be willing to give more than you ever expect to receive on YouTube in the first place. But if you can do that and be okay with it, you will get much more than you came here for in the first place. Okay, so hopefully Venom for Life, that helps. But if you'd like to, so I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and everything else. Facebook and Instagram are the best places, but if you want to connect with me personally and you find that there's something I'm not thinking of that makes it a little more difficult, just let me know, and then maybe I'll do a live stream on my personal channel and we'll go over that stuff because I really enjoy it. Or if you want to hang out until the end of the live stream today, I don't know how long we're going to go. It looks like we're going to have a long one here. If you want to hang out, we'll go over it in a little more detail. And we can do it at the same time. If you have the ability, you can watch me on the phone and work on your computer if you have that ability or whatever, and we'll do it at the same time. Raleigh McPale, let me just make sure that you're still here. Oh, so maybe not. So this is the trouble. Sometimes I wasn't expecting it to be so busy today. But basically thank you for mentioning the shirt too, King Pro, and for everybody, all your kind words. Josh and Kaylee, you're too kind. But I don't want to be unfair, but what basically I'm trying to do because we can't put every channel on the screen because luckily we're too busy now for that at all. But basically, if you're here for a little while, let's say 20 minutes, half an hour, I put you on the wheel. And you're active and connecting with people and this and that, and you get put on the wheel. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. The family of lightation. Give me 1 second to just clarify what you're exactly asking, and I'll catch it. Once somebody's been here for half an hour, like 20 minutes, half an hour, or something like that, and active, the people who are spending the most time. Because what I want to do is make sure we're focused on the channels that are really aggressively growing. They're kind of channels who are going to come back and things like that. Once in a while, you get channels who come in and they weren't expecting what they see when they get here if it's their first time. They come in, drop a message and then leave and stuff like that. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I don't want to spend a lot of time focusing on those channels, especially when we've got people who are here helping others and making playlist arrangements and offering advice and things like that. So I want to make sure that I have enough time allotted for channels who are spending a lot of time and doing all the right things for others as well, and kind of skipping over the channels that are only here for a few minutes. The wheel is something I found the other day. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm waiting to see what everybody thinks of it, whether they like the way that we're doing this. But I expect Tuber Chat to constantly evolve. I expect to make changes all the time so that it's fun, so that it's interesting, and so that we can try new things, but mostly to maximize the impact that we're having on everybody that comes in and wants to grow. Eat with C says they like the wheel, so thank you for that. I don't mind it. I think it's fun. It's like, I know it can be impatient waiting for one of the hosts to put up your channel when you're on a growth stream like this and you see other people's channel going up, especially when you've been there for a long time. You'll see me say, hey, as long as you're here for 20 minutes and you've been here for 40 minutes, I can imagine what that's like, because I do this too. This is how I built my own channel. This is how I built Tuber Chat, and I'm working on others as well. So I go in live streams like this as well. And I can just imagine. So King Pro's been here for a while. My computer's just freezing on me a little bit, so be patient with me, hopefully, and I'll get a couple more names on the wheel in a second here. Let me just spin it. And then I should take a moment to remind everybody. So it's Kristen's birthday today. Kristen Welton, my love, my girlfriend. And so what we're going to do is later in about 4.5 hours from now, which I'm just remembering I'm missing something, 4.5 hours from now, we're going to run a live stream on my personal channel that is going to be kind of a prelude, the beginning celebration of Kristen's birthday. And then as well, she's going to take over an hour later, and we're going to go to her channel and do her first ever live stream for her birthday. And we will have, she's got a couple of presents that she doesn't know about, and we will kind of celebrate while we stay home. I want to make sure I'm not missing something here. Very important. Okay. Forgive me. I am fulfilling promises here. So the Hoops Family Network. This is a channel that I love to describe. Amanda from the Hoops Family Network is inspirational, first of all, in the creation of Tuber Chat, but as well in the personal growth that I've achieved over the last several months, although everything that we've been trying to do is working now, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the Hoops Family Network is one of the most generous creators that I have met in my entire YouTube time. She constantly does for others without the expectation of much more. So Venom for Life, I'm glad it worked. I hope that I was able to help at least the littlest bit. And then we'll get you the front of your page dressed up a little bit. You can add playlists on there as shelves, featured channels, and things like that, and it gives a great first impression. So if you need any help, then I'll be happy to offer whatever I can, but I'm glad that you've got it going. So the Hoops Family Network, you can see, I describe this all the time, the Shoutout Saturday videos, which you're going to see Josh and Kaylee in a few of them. Are they still on your front page? Yes, Josh and Kaylee are right there. We've seen a few other channels here, D Turner Gaming, Cooking with Q, and more, who I described, like the Hoops Family Network. This is the kind of channel, and again, I talk about the character of the creator behind the channel. Amanda is willing to do much more than she expects to receive on YouTube, and you can see it in everything that she does. One of the things that she focuses on is these Shoutout Saturday videos, and it's not that just that she features channels. That's great. We'd all love to be in them, and I've been lucky enough to be in a couple of them. But as well, what she does is she really puts thought into her Shoutout videos to make sure that if you go and watch those and connect with the people she describes, they are the kind of quality creators that we're talking about, that will come back, that will watch your videos, that will comment, that will give you the thumbs up, and all the things we need as YouTubers as often as they can. So she's a wonderful and dedicated supporter herself, willing to run playlists for people and things like that, but just a wonderful person to be connected to. Her community is probably the tightest I've seen. So there we go. Lewenden Gaming. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, or if it's Lewenden Gaming. Is reaching out, talking about running playlists. So this is the kind of thing that we're talking about, where you can have a simple arrangement. You run a playlist for them, they run a playlist for you, and you can imagine if you have a playlist of 5 or 10 or 20 hours or even more, your hours can really stack up if you get a lot of people running your playlist. And I did promise I was going to get some more names on the wheel. So we're going to get Kay Renee up here, and then I'm going to start adding some more names. It's been once, then yes, honey. Still great to see you hanging out so long. Kay Renee is somebody who's been back again and again. Not to mention, I know for a fact, has been making arrangements with Kristen for swapping playlists and things like that. So this is another quality creator like I'm talking about that comes back again and again, and continues to support. So we appreciate it here at Tuber Chat. Of course, there's not enough time in the world to support everybody that you would like to as much as you would like to. So I appreciate every moment that you spend here with us and with me personally. And I should leave one more message. For those of you who want to connect with me personally, like I said, in a few hours, we're going to, I'm going to do a live stream for about an hour while we lead into Kristen's birthday. And then Kristen will take over an hour later for her first ever live stream on her own channel. And we will use StreamYard and all that good stuff. I'm just whipping through my... did I put Supercard TV up there? Not yet. Supercard TV. Again, when I spin the wheel, so I take a little bit of time. If you're here for a little while, like I said, 20 minutes, half an hour, something like this, I add you to the wheel. Once I spin the wheel, if you're still here and your name comes up, then I put your channel up on the screen. Okay, we got a couple more, and K Renee is up there. Kevin K, you don't have my link? Let me see how easily I can get this. When you search Kevin K, I should come up first. I've been at it long enough now, and I'm the most active Kevin K on YouTube that I know of. But for Mr. Fulton Mraz, I just put it under my own channel there. So hopefully you'll be able to connect with it easily there. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. Please don't be shy. We're all here for the same thing. Take your time and have fun with it. The way that we connect properly, I'll spin the wheel while I describe it, is you visit a channel one by one, watch a short video in full. It must be more than a minute long, and then leave a meaningful comment related to the content of the video. And it should be at least a couple of sentences long. And the reason why is because you don't want it to get caught in the YouTube spam filters. Once you've done that, you give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoyed their content, then you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for you. And then that way, we make sure that our connections stick. We always want to be doing it the right way. As told by Tina, thanks for coming in. I'm sorry I didn't see you earlier. Danker, thanks for coming in again. I see a lot of people connecting, and hopefully everybody's having a good time with it. Hopefully everybody's enjoying themselves. I just want to see what else I'm going to do here. Great, okay. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody's asked me any specific questions or anything like that, I certainly don't mean to miss them. I think I put Maria Kate Livingston up on the screen already, didn't I? Occasionally I forget. Let's see if Henna, I hope you're still here because, oh, maybe not, eh? Okay, I waited too long. That's okay. We will spin the wheel again. And if she comes back, we'll put it up. Let's see if Supercard is still here. Oh, maybe not. Sherry, I hope you're still here, but you're not. Hopefully you guys enjoy my singing. Thank you, Beat Next Door. I will be sure to connect with you again after. Now, I thought that we put up Miss Maria Kitty Livingston already, but we'll put it up and we'll see. And if I did, I'll just move the wheel again. But I can't be sure whether we did that yet or not. To our moderators, I notice sometimes some of the messages are getting held, but that's just because when people leave their Instagram links and stuff, there's a dot. And so it thinks it's a link because we can't drop links in the chat. So it's just making a mistake. I will assume that is it Gavinator? Thank you for coming in. And then Tala's Vlog, thank you for coming in as well. It's good to see you here. The Dude Rocks, thank you for hanging out so long. Oh, Sherry, you were just, I thought you weren't here. When I typed you in to try to catch you, it didn't pop you up. I'm so sorry. I'm going to make sure that you're the next channel that we're going to put up. I didn't mean to miss you. I don't think Miss Maria Kitty Livingston is still here, although I do appreciate when people come and spend so much time. But let's see what we can do here. So, Gavinator, I noticed that you're moving pretty quickly here, which is fine, but we want to make sure we're connecting with everybody the right way. So the best way that you can connect with people is to go first. So you visit their channel, watch a short video in full, leave a meaningful comment, give them the thumbs up, and if you enjoyed them, you subscribe, and then come back here and leave a single or double emoji next to their name letting them know that you've connected, and then they can do the same thing for you. When you go too fast, people get a little bit nervous that you might not be connecting the right way, and then they will not want to because they'll be afraid that they'll lose your subscription the next day. One of the things we all dislike is when you pick up 10 or 20 new family members and then you find that the next day half of them are gone. And it's not because they unsubscribed to you, it's just because the connection was not solid in the first place. So you have to follow that procedure like I have listed at the bottom of the screen there. So I'm going to get Josh and Kaylee up here. I'm going to flip my list here and just see. See, one of the things that so for those of you who live stream, this is called Bottissimo. And it's just like Nightbot and Stream Elements and Streamlabs and all this other stuff. I use this one for the stats, and what it does is it tells me how long everybody's been here and how active they are. So this is how I try to figure out. Oh, Kristen, can you grab the link for Georgia Bulldogs again? As Georgia Bulldogs' channel grows, they will be able to come up in the search much better. But for right now, it's just a little bit of a struggle. So hopefully, as they get more friends and family members over the coming days and weeks, both with Tuber Chat and outside, the channel will become more solid, and then you'll come up faster in search results without too much trouble, especially within the community. YouTube algorithms tend to be quite intelligent and seem to be able to figure out what they think you're looking for. Beat Nick Store is on there now. Kiki Soul Fitness. I didn't put you already up there, did I? I don't think so. You've been here for quite some time. Nenya Chica, you've been hanging out a while, eh? And I just gave away the fact that I'm Canadian, obviously. Family of Lactation. Chance, are you still here? Yes. Let's get Chance on the wheel. I didn't already put you, did I? Yeah, I think so. As of a couple minutes ago, yes. But it's okay, I'll check. When I spin the wheel, if you're still here, I put your channel up on the screen. So let's spin the wheel right now, and we'll see who's coming up. Sherry, Alabama, Gal Weileman. Thank you so much for coming back to us, especially more than once. Hopefully you're getting some value out of being here and meeting some new friends and family members. I'm just going to refresh something in the background here so I can make sure I'm not making mistakes, that people are still here. Thank you, everybody, for spending so much time with us. We are much busier today than I was expecting, so hopefully that's a sign that everything is working, everybody's having a good time, and things are growing for everyone. So Raleigh's not here, so let's get that out, spin the wheel again. For Georgia Bulldogs, give me 1 second. I'm going to get the link for Georgia Bulldogs right now. Oh, are you gone? Oh, is that why? Oh, Georgia Bulldogs has stepped away, so they might be gone. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about it for now, because I'd rather you connect with somebody who can connect back with you right now. But Georgia Bulldogs is a channel that continues to come back again and again. So hopefully we can help get a lot more quality connections like that. And then the next time we can run into them, we'll put a little more focus on that, and I'll try to remember that they're that we need their link. So Cooking with Q and More is another channel that I talk about all the time. You'll notice they're one of our moderators, but they're inspirational in the creation of everything that we're doing at Tuber Chat, and as well responsible for the launch of my personal growth over the last many months here on YouTube. So I'm a professional manager. I managed many different channels professionally for many different YouTubers, but I only got into this community, the small YouTuber community, many 5-6 months ago. And between Hoops Family Network and Cooking with Q and More, they introduced me to a lot of other generous, considerate YouTubers who got me involved in this community. And this is what inspired the creation of Tuber Chat. So Cooking with Q and More is a solid creator with a Oh, Josh and Kaylee, I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. What is the name that you're using again? The wheel? Wheelofnames.com, if that's what you mean. Right there, wheelofnames.com. So if that's what you were asking for. And then, so Cooking with Q and More, like I said, is a solid creator, a generous creator, and somebody who's willing to do more for others than he expects in return. Willing to run playlists and everything else, as I described, like all the moderators are, anybody in blue. But I put a lot of focus on Hoops Family Network and Cooking with Q and More. We have been very tight for a long time, and like I said, inspirational in the creation of everything that we're doing at Tuber Chat. So hopefully you'll connect with Cooking with Q and More. I know for today he's been in and out of the chat, but it is a channel that you're going to want to be connected with. And then, so let me just have a quick look here. StreamYard tells you who's in your chat and for how long. No, it doesn't. So StreamYard is the platform that allows me to live stream, right? This is StreamYard. So it's a separate thing. And then you have all these different bots, right? Like Nightbot and Streamlabs and Stream Elements. So I've got about 4 of them hooked up, right? For different reasons. Botissimo is the one that I like the most for stats. This is the one that tells me how long everybody has been here, and let me expand it for you a little bit. If you were to sit there and watch the chat and write down every time somebody said something, it would be exactly this. But obviously it's just in the background here. So gold frags is I don't know what that word is supposed to be for. It's just kind of a point system. What happens is this tells you how many hours somebody has been there. And then there is another page here that tells you how many messages everybody has left in the chat. This is how I can tell if we have a channel that comes in. If I scroll down, eventually I'll find channels that didn't come in today because they've been here before. But like I didn't even see these. Okay, so Trouble Von Cuddlepuss. Okay, I didn't realize that's Kristen. Kristen made another channel for her cats. And that is that channel. But anyway, she only dropped 1 message so far, right? But like, for instance, this, Ziaria Zavera. Now, I don't know that channel, but they came in today and they just left 1 message and left. So they may or may not have disliked what they see here. They may have not been expecting it, or they may have not had time. You never know. But anyway, this is how I can say I want to focus on channels that have been here and spent more time. It's very easy. And Spotissimo is the one that allows me the ability to do that. It has this leaderboard function. So it shows you the stats. And then when you click on this leaderboard, it gives you that information. So it's interesting. I'm a nerd and a geek. So anything with numbers I love. I obsess over statistics. This is part of the reason why I feature channels on our across our social networks and on our thumbnails and stuff like that. Is because I can see how active people are. So Family of Lightation is still here. Let's get you up on the screen. Ash Mobile, I just want to let you know, like, I know you're brand new here, so thank you for coming in. A little bit of the message that you just left is considered spam by the algorithm. So we can't have numbers. You have to spell it out. So the number 200, you have to spell the words 200. And then as well, we don't ask for help in growth streams like this, because this is not sub for sub. What we do here is we introduce everybody to other quality creators, and then hopefully you meet new friends and family members that will help your channel grow, and they will keep coming back, watching your videos, commenting, giving you thumbs up and things like that, much more than just a subscription. So if you hang out for a little while and reach out to anybody that you want in the chat, we're all here for the same thing. Take your time, meet people one by one, visit their channel, watch a short video in full. It must be at least, oh no, you're fine. Forgive me, I don't mean to make you apologize. I just want to let you know, like, so you can maximize your impact while you're here. Visit a channel one by one, watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long, and then leave a meaningful comment related to the content of the video. It should be at least a couple of sentences so it doesn't get caught by the spam filters. And then you give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoyed their content, you subscribe. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into the chat here and leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you have connected. And then in turn, they can turn around and do the same thing for you. So again, we want you to meet quality connections, the kind of people who are going to do much more than subscribe to you, but also support you in the way that we all need so we can all grow our channels together. So forgive me, your messages are getting held, but we'll just, our moderators will have to be on them. I'm trying to get the link for Family of Lightation. Can you get it? Oh, I'm having trouble finding it. Yeah, it's just because... Oh, here it is. Never mind. Yeah, it's because what I don't think... Okay, so let me give everybody a little bit of a tip if you didn't already know this. You watch me sometimes get a channel, like for instance, Georgia Bulldogs, right? And we're searching, so Family of Lightation right here is growing, but because their channel is so new and so young, as time goes on and the channel gets more solid, then they will come up better in search results. So for instance, there will be a day that they will be #1 in the search results. It'll be a while from now, but if you keep doing what you're doing, it'll work. But what you could do is, as you saw, what I did is I looked at the search results that came up for videos, and I was able to find the link to their channel by their video in the search results. So that's something that can help. Sometimes it's troublesome trying to find channels that are young and new, but that's a tip that hopefully can be kind of helped. And then, as told by Tina, yes, we constantly remind everybody that we want to be doing things the right way, making sure that our love sticks, as we say, connecting at the, by the instructions at the bottom of the screen. We want to make sure that we're connecting the right way so that we don't miss, so that we don't lose our connections the next day. So, forgive me, because I see Aisha reaching out to Henna Mendy Designs, but I thought you were gone. Yeah, I don't think they're still here, Aisha, so forgive me for that. I'm not going to bother with a link just because, like, I know they did spend some time here, but because they're not here right now, I want to make sure you connect with people that are going to connect with you. Oh, did you hit... so I'm going to spin the wheel in 1 second, but let's take a quick second. So Past Life Explorer is our featured channel for today. Let's just have a quick look. 301. So, because of everybody today, in here in the chat, we managed to get Past Life Explorer past an important milestone. So thank you everybody for that. And Past Life Explorer, you've been obviously doing a good job connecting with everybody. Now what I'd love to see for you to do is just keep going, because we all know that occasionally you lose a couple subscriptions just from working too fast and things like that. So we want to make sure you get past that 300 so that tomorrow you don't dip below. But you're well on your way, so I'm glad that this is working out. and I'm happy that you managed to find some new friends and family members. Samsey World, I'm so sorry that I didn't welcome you earlier. I did see you come in, but I was talking and talking and talking and talking. So I am very happy to see you back here again. So thank you for that. Let's talk about it with Anita. It's good to see you back in. Thank you very much. Let's Talk About It with Anita is one of the channels that is responsible for our raid today, my first official raid at Tuber Chat. So I really appreciate that. Let's get Beat Next Door up here. And this is another channel that's been back repeatedly. And as I keep saying, as our channels get bigger and we grow and we follow more and more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as you might like. So I appreciate every moment that you spend with us here at Tuber Chat, as well as with me personally. And I'll leave another message from my personal channel if you want to connect with me. Obeno TV. I hope I've got that right. I'm happy when new people, I don't mean to say it that way, but when we have somebody who comes in for the first time, I'm really happy for you to get a chance to check out what we're doing here. This is not a sub for sub network. We're focused on making sure you are introduced to other content creators who are aggressively growing their channels, so that you can make quality connections and have the kind of support system where creators are going to continue to come back again and again and give you views and thumbs up and all the things that we need, comments and everything else, so that our channels can grow with a really strong and solid foundation. The kind of people who are going to be there to support you still weeks, months, and hopefully years from now. We've got a lot of generous and quality creators that have come through here today. And so hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. And hopefully that's what you find, is a lot of quality connections here. I've talked about a lot of channels today. And you can hear the way that I described when people keep coming back and back, or when there's channels that we've known for months and months. Then it speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel and what you can expect from them in the way of support, because we all need it, and you'll hear a lot of creators say it, but it's wonderful when we can all grow together. I have a lot of people that I have been with in this community now for getting on already half a year, that are still here and still continue to support not only my personal channel, but Tuber Chat, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to pop up the next channel. I'm going to spin the wheel, and then I'll see if I can add anything else here. But as well, I'll take a second to just remind everybody. So today is Kristen Welton's birthday. Kristen is my girlfriend, my love, and later today, we will, in a few hours, about 4 hours from now, be beginning our celebration. I will do a live stream on my channel for about an hour, and then she will take over and do her first ever live stream on her channel while we celebrate her birthday. So hopefully you can join us for those things as well. Eat with C, thanks for hanging out so long. Dylan Beats, thanks for coming in. I think you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, so I'm happy to see you here for the first time. And hopefully you will meet some new friends and family members. Oh, so, sorry, I missed a question too. The Tuber Chat stars on Twitter. Let me see if I can find a way to get to that. I don't know if I'm going to be... Okay, I'll pull it in another window, and then I'll pull it over here. Oh, that's right there. Got to type properly, or you run the risk of getting viruses. Just working on a window in the background here. Let's see if I can pull up my our Twitter account here. So here we go. Let me expand it out so that we can see what I'm talking about. So here's Twitter, and this is the Tuber Chat Twitter account, obviously. Let me expand it a little bit farther so it looks a little more normal. For those of you who have Twitter and have the ability to tweet us or retweet us, we'll appreciate it. So when you look at the profile, and then you can go to lists. When you're logged in, it might look a little bit differently. There's a button over here, I think, where the following button is, where you can click to see lists. When you look, I have two lists here. I have one called Kevin K's Accounts, and that's just to hold some other accounts that I have on Twitter or whatever. It's just an experiment while I was making this. And this one that says Tuber Chat Stars is a Twitter list, and what it's meant for, you'll see how I've described it. YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others. So what happens in here, you see that I've got 6 members. These are people who before today have tweeted or retweeted for Tuber Chat. And what the reason I would make a Twitter list is so now I can see content from them if I want to, but more importantly, this list is public, so anybody out there can find it or see it on our profile, and they will know that these are quality creators that are willing to tweet and retweet for others, the kind of people who you want to be connected to on Twitter. So it's easy to find, and then hopefully we will help them grow their Twitter following because of the things that they do for us here at Tuber Chat. So we're trying to build a lot of different things to help everybody, both while we're streaming and when we're not live streaming. So the very best way that you can maximize your impact with Tuber Chat is to sign up for the email list at tuberchat.com. And then that will allow me to keep you informed of everything that we're doing as we're doing it. And then as well, I'm looking for creators now to feature across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and more. So, Family of Lightation, I didn't take you out. I had to spin the wheel again. So if you want to be considered as a featured creator, then please sign up for the email list at tuberchat.com. So now we're going to get to look at Josh and Kaylee. And these are, I'm excited because this is their first time here in the chat with us in Tuber Chat, but they are a dynamic couple of creators. So we're not connected on the Tuber Chat account yet. I know they're connected to me personally. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to subscribe or watch a video right now, but what I'm going to do is add your latest video into my watch later list. And then what I will do is, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I got it. Okay. I'm going to, after the live stream today, within the next day or two, I will watch the watch later list. I'll go through it. I will watch that video in full, and I will leave a genuine comment related to the content of this video, which obviously looks like it's going to be a bit comical. And then I will give you a thumbs up and I'll subscribe and just make sure that the connection sticks. We always want to be watching a video that's at least a minute long. So if you're going to connect with Josh and Kaylee, they've got a bunch of perfect videos up here. They've got a 6-minute, 7-minute, 10-minute, but they've got tons of content. So as I keep describing, they are a dynamic couple of creators that bring out lots of fun content. They're a pleasure to watch and really fun, but as well, these are a couple that I was introduced to from the Hoops Family Network. And I just keep going back to that because when we talk about, some of the creators that I've met over the last many months, the Hoops Family Network speaks highly of Josh and Kaylee, and even only knowing them a little bit, they instantly started to support me as well. And I have seen them come back and comment and like videos and do all the things that we all wish from other creators. So I wanted to make sure that you got introduced to Josh and Kaylee today, and I hope that you'll connect with them because they're really fun to watch. Like I said, I expect big things from this channel, as well as they are the kind of quality supporters that I'm hoping for everybody to connect with. Okay, so let's. I'm just going to have a look at my list over here for a second. Thank you, everyone, for spending so much time with us. We're doing a bit longer than I expected today, so I really appreciate everybody supporting us so much. As we do what we're doing here with Tuber Chat, I continue to run playlists for people, and I've got another live stream going on another device over here. We've got a lot of people who have supported us greatly, and so I always want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can. I'm doing everything I can personally to support people like that all the time. That comes from our friend Yasmin Wu, who everybody I'm sure is familiar with. And the only reason that she's not here now is because she's live streaming right this second. But she's been a great help to us. She actually sent us so many people one day that she doubled our numbers for the day. It was overwhelming. So this is Chad. We recently connected, and if you don't mind reminding me, I don't know. I hope you're still. Yeah, you're still here. Did we just connect in Rose Seduce? Yeah, it was in Rose Seduce the other day. Rose was featured on Tuber Chat last weekend, and then I've been lucky to hang out with her in her live stream. She's another dynamic content creator that does live streams where she allows people to connect, and then she shares all her knowledge and stuff like that. That's another creator I expect big things from, and luckily we were able to connect. And this is the reason why I go so long about the story, is to show you, like, for instance, so Chance is new here to Tuber Chat. We just recently connected, but she came from another live stream from a creator that I featured and have described, and this is what I keep going back to with the character of the creator behind the channel. So you can see the network growing, and you can see the kind of quality connections that we're talking about here, where you're going to find these creators that are going to support, come back, come in your live streams, watch your videos as much as they can. Of course, right? We all have like a million people to follow. We'd all like to watch a million videos a day. But as long as everybody is supporting everybody that they can as much as they can, that will be enough for everybody. And we will all grow, and we will all get farther than we ever even imagined when we started YouTube in the first place. So we've got a few more channels that we got to get up here. I hadn't put Nails by Nicole on here yet. Nails by Nicole is our first official moderator. And the reason why I say that is because Hoops Family Network and Cooking with Q and More have been with me since the beginning of Tuber Chat, and inspirational in the creation. Kristen is my girlfriend, Kira is her daughter, so we're together all the time, of course. But then as well, Nails by Nicole has also been connected to me on my personal channel and here at Tuber Chat for months. I don't know how many, but it's been a while. And she was with me for, I don't know how many of you were with me for the Playlist Buddies experiment that I did a couple of months ago on my personal channel. That was something I was doing to learn and make sure that I get things right when we start here at Tuber Chat, so that we can develop a system that really helps everybody gain watch hours with playlists. Nails by Nicole was there for that, and I was just drawn to her channel because, while nail art is not something that would normally appeal to me, her work is so unbelievably spectacular that I couldn't help but notice. Llewellyn Gaming. Now let me see if Henna... Okay, so Henna is not here right now. They probably left a while ago. Llewellyn Gaming. Yes, I thought you were still here. So let's get you on the wheel. Shoddy World, thanks for coming in. I thought we saw you before. I feel like I recognize you from other live streams, and forgive me if I'm wrong about that. I thought you came into Tuber Chat one time. Um, my name is Kevin K. We might have connected personally a while ago. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But it's good to see you in here. So forgive me if I'm wrong about all that, but I'm happy that you're here. Hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members. We don't be shy. Feel free to reach out to anybody in the chat. We're all here for the same thing. Fire and Air Tarot is a wonderful supporter for us as well. Is Jay's Journey still in the house? Yes. Probably. As told by Tina, needs to come up on the wheel. And is Tala's vlog still here? I think is that the first time we're going to get you up? I'll know when I see the channel, I'm sure. Let's get you up here. And then I'm going to spin the wheel and we're going to see who's going to be our next channel coming up. Sincerely A. Lucy, thanks for coming in. Sincerely A. Lucy is somebody who's been connected to me from the beginning of what I keep talking about. So we're talking, it looks like, if I remember right, January, February. A long time. Sincerely A. Lucy is the first channel that did a interview with me, and it's still on her channel to this day. We've been in and out of each other's lives several times since then, and somebody that I really appreciate, somebody who's very much liked and well respected in this community. So I hope you'll reach out to Sincerely A. Lucy and connect with her, because that's the kind of creator that you're going to see coming back again and again, supporting and everything else. So Lucy, I don't know if you know already, but it's Kristen's birthday today as well. So we are on Eastern time. I always forget, and I'm so sorry what time zone everybody's in. But in 4 hours from now or so, I'm going to do a live stream for about an hour that will be her beginning of her birthday. And then she will take over for her first ever live stream. We'll both use StreamYard. And so mine's going to be at 6 Eastern. Hers is going to be at 7 Eastern. Are we in the same time zone, or do I forget all the time, Lucy? So sorry. It's not important, but I'm just asking. I forget all the time. I'm learning time zones better now. Askillo Vlogs. Thanks for coming in. It's your first time here, so hopefully you're going to have... oh, Central Time. Okay. So you're only an hour behind us, right? Which means if we're doing something at 6 o'clock, it should be 5 p.m. for you. If I'm right, that'll be when my live stream starts. If I'm right about that. And I just want to... Oh, my voice is going. So Lewenden Gaming. Is it Lewenden Gaming? Forgive me. I would love to be able to pronounce it properly just so I can feature you correctly when you're here. So I cannot watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, and I appreciate the fact that you spent so much time with us today. So what I'm going to do, regardless, I do this for everybody that comes in, but I'm going to take one of your videos here. I'll take this one, and I will add it into my watch later list, 10-minute video. And what that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, over the next couple of days, I'm going to get to Josh and Kaylee's question in 1 second. So, forgive me, Lewenden Gaming. I've added that video into my watch later list after the live stream today. In the next few days, I will go through the watch later list. I will watch your video in full. I will leave you a meaningful comment related to the content of this video. And then I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe to you. And then that way I make sure that the connection sticks. We always want to be doing it the right way. And then Josh and Kaylee, we used to be able to tap on someone's name. Yeah, they did take it away. And I thought that it was a glitch, something they were going to put back, and they didn't. And it's kind of an awful thing. I don't usually like to speak negatively, but... one of the troubles that we have is when somebody comes in with a fake account, we can't verify it. That's a big problem. So they must have done something about that as well. because right after that it became very, very bad with trolls and fake accounts, and it seems to have gotten better. I'm not sure about that, but for the different channels I manage and the different streams I have to go in, they're very different dynamics, the crowds and the followers in these chats. And some are just things that most people don't want to be involved in. And there are tons of fake accounts and trolls and things like that that go in there. It's just awful. But it seemed to calm down. So they might have improved that. What there is, though, and I'll show it to you right now, I don't know if you've heard of this. There's a thing called Chrome extension that's called Go To Channel. And there's a channel out there called Swap Meet Shops. It's just a YouTube channel, and I guess the guy is a programmer or knows a programmer or something like that. And they were generous enough to make this thing for free. And what it does is, you'll see as my chat continues here, when I refresh the page and I look at the chat, every message now has that green mark, and you can change the color. But now I'm going to be able to, if I want to look at Sincerely Lucy's channel, I can just click it. And most of the time, it works perfectly. What I find is after half an hour or 20 minutes or something like that, it might spit you off to the wrong channel. But then you just refresh the page and it works. But as you see, I just clicked on Lucy's name. It comes up perfectly. So forgive me, Lucy. I'm going to add you into our wheel. And we'll see if we'll take a better look at you in a few minutes. And I'm going to spin the wheel right now. So like I said, in the it's just I don't know. I've heard that it might work on Android in some way, but I don't use an Android phone, so I can't be certain. But it definitely works on Chrome for a computer. So if you have the ability to do these things on Chrome, it just puts the functionality back. Actually makes it even easier now because one click instead of two. But they were very generous to make that free, because somebody like me, I'm a computer programmer also. Now, I can't design Chrome extensions because I haven't done that before. I make iPhone apps and things like that. But a programmer could get that done or do that and then easily charge for it. Anybody would have paid to have that done, but they made it free. So that was wonderful. Thank you for saying that, Lucy. Yeah. So what I do when people come in, I know you haven't been able to spend a ton of time in here, but what I do when people come in, especially when they're newer, is I describe this is not a sub for sub network. And what we do is we focus on quality connections. So when I'm lucky enough, people ask enough questions, and I start to get into tutorials and things. We've done things like dressed up our front page, we've made playlists, we've talked about featured channels and things like that. But the focus is on connections, and I describe how to connect the right way. And what I always say, if we wanted to connect to Be Righto here, is you visit a channel one by one. Everybody's here for the same thing in the chat. We all want to connect, so you can reach out to everybody, take your time, have fun. You watch a short video in full, leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and it must be at least a couple of sentences long so that it doesn't get caught by the spam filters. The last thing we want to do is add 10 or 20 new family members today and find half of them gone tomorrow. It's not because they unsubscribed, it's because the connection did not stick in the first place. So once you've watched a video in full that's at least a minute long and left a meaningful comment, then you give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoyed their content, which I have to say, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then you come back into the chat here and leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected to them, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So as you see, Lucy, that's my speech, and this is what I describe to everybody, even though Lucy has been at this for a very, very long time and is definitely somebody you can count on to connect with the right way all the time. YRK Lou, thanks for coming in. You're obviously a new connection for Tuber Chat, but I'm happy that you're here, and hopefully you're going to meet some new friends and family members here. Okay, let's talk about it with Anita. Thank you again. I really appreciate what you all did for me today. Let's talk about it with Anita, as well as the McRae Kings and It's Me Wanston Yes Honey. Gave us our first official raid today, and I really appreciate that. So thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to catching you again. Exactly. Fire and Air Tarot makes a good point. So when the Chrome extension starts sending you to the wrong channel, it just happens after 20 or 30 minutes or something like that, I find. You could just refresh the page and it starts working again with no problem. So just in case anybody's using it and finds that little bit of trouble, it's easily fixed. But they keep improving on it as well. So thank you again. Let's talk about it with Anita. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Poor Mr. Fulton Mraz has been on the wheel like for most of the time today. Fire and Air Tarot, I'm so happy to be able to have you up here now. I keep flipping my wheel off by accident. That's just me hitting the keys too fast. Fire and Air Tarot. There we go. And let's get you up here. This is a channel that has been back with me time and time again, and was with us for the very beginning of our live streams at Tuber Chat, and I changed the times after. Yeah, so Kristen, are you able to get the link for Georgia Bulldogs again? Okay, thank you. Kristen's going to help out with that, Georgia Bulldogs. And as I said, as your channel gets bigger and bigger, and as you grow, you will find it easier. But the truth is, because I'm already connected to you, when I search Georgia Bulldogs, the video results that come up contain a couple of your videos. So it's easier to find than people might initially know. But it is a bit of a struggle. So Kristen just dropped the link for Georgia Bulldogs there for anybody that wants it. We do not drop a lot of links here in the chat on Tuber Chat, but in the case of a channel like that where we can't easily connect, then we'll do it just to make sure everybody gets a good chance to connect with each other. And then Fire and Air Tarot, like I said, is a channel that's come back again and again. And you can see by the list of featured channels that they have. They've got Sincerely A. Lucy, who's in here with us today. The Crockett Ways, a very much liked and well-respected channel. Short Bus Pull-Up, Kanisha Harry, Vern's Junk Closet, who I speak endlessly about, and then the TR Show. Like, these are channels that obviously are worthy of being featured by Fire and Air Tarot, and then hopefully some of those channels are featuring Fire and Air Tarot back as well. But this is a channel that's been back again and again, both with me personally and with here with Tuber Chat. So I just want to mention as well that Fire and Air Tarot is willing to swap playlists with people. So if you haven't already made an arrangement to swap playlists with Fire and Air Tarot, and you're looking for watch hours, or you know somebody who is, this is, as well as all of our moderators, a channel that's willing to swap playlists with everybody so that you can gain more watch hours faster. Okay, Supercart TV, let's just see if there's a chance that you are still here. I didn't think so. It's been so long. So I'm going to spin the wheel again. And then I'll take them out. And then Yachika should still be here. I just saw you a few moments ago. I'm going to refresh just so that I can be sure, but I'll put it up for now anyway. If they're here, I'll leave it up. If not, I'll spin the wheel. Joetology, thanks for coming in again. And Yachika. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting to each other and finding lots of new friends and family members. Kiki Soul Fitness, you're up on the wheel, so thanks for hanging out so long. Beat Nick Store, thanks for coming in. I appreciate all the time that you've spent, and of course every minute that you can spend with us, so it's good to have seen you again. So you have a great day, and then hopefully we'll see you again. We'll be back tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday at the same time. And then I was going to check if Nanya Chica is still here. Yes, so we're going to look at your channel for a quick second, and I'm going to get you guys to pardon me just for a moment. Okay, forgive me, everyone. I just had to run and look after something very quick. My voice is not keeping up with me very well today. Fire and Air Tarot, it's my pleasure. What I really wish for Tuber Chat while we evolve and while we grow is to make sure that when I'm sending newcomers, people who've been here, like let's say for the first time or who are like new to Tuber Chat, I want to send them to the right connections, the right creators that are going to help them grow. But because of the things, for instance, like you've been with me for, I don't even remember how long now. And as well, you know, we swap playlists and, you know, I don't bother with proof most of the time and this and that. But so I feel confident mentioning to anybody, go to Fire and Air Tarot, because for sure you're going to get your playlist played because I've done it. And hopefully that helps you then. But I can feel confident knowing that I'm sending people to the right creators. And as our community grows, hopefully we're going to be able to keep this all going, even when our channels all pass the thousands and thousands of subscribers that we're all wishing for. So, let's spin the wheel and see what's happening. We are also getting ready for Kristen's birthday, which is going to be in a little while, in about 2.5 hours. Am I wrong about that? 3.5 hours from now? I'm going to run a live stream on my personal channel to introduce Kristen's birthday for about an hour, and then Kristen is going to do her first ever live stream to continue her birthday celebration while we all stay home. That's the way things are being done these days. But we do have presents for her, and we will have cake of some sort. Okay, thank you very much, sincerely, Lucy. And as told by Tina, is another member of the community. You can tell by the channels that she's got. You'll likely recognize some of these. But for instance, Vern's Junk Closet, who is very dear to me as a friend and as a co-creator. And then Angie in Real Life as well. Island Girls Can Cook. Gossip Girl, I think I recognize as well. She's got, this is the kind of creator that's in a community. And when I keep talking about, it being a community, thank you, Kay Renee. I really appreciate all the time you've spent today. I talk about these creators like Sincerely Lucy, as told by Tina, Vern's Junk Closet, Angie in Real Life. These are the kind of creators who I have watched with my own eyes be there for each other continuously for months and months already. And because a lot of these creators have crossed very important milestones, like getting their 1,000 subscribers, like getting monetized, like having their celebrations, they continue to come back. They continue to be there for each other. This is what I want everybody to be able to be introduced to. I say the same thing all the time. You must be willing to give much more than you ever expect to receive on YouTube, but there are a lot of generous creators out there. And if you can do that and be okay with it, you're going to get more out of YouTube than you came here for in the first place. That's a promise. And this is the kind of community that we're trying to build here. So I'm going to start moving a little bit faster. We'll get our next channel up. Let's see if Tala Vlogs is still here. It looks like it, and I'm just going to refresh just to make sure. Let's get Tala's vlog up there. Thank you for spending so much time with us. Hopefully everybody, like I said, is having a good time and connecting and meeting a lot of new friends and family members. We were busier than I expected today, so hopefully everybody's got a good handful of new members to their own communities. Tala's vlog might have left already. Okay, Josh and Kaylee, thank you very much. Hopefully we can catch you again, and I will look forward to checking out your latest video and see what you've got going on as well. Okay, so I'm going to spin the wheel again. Let's see what we have happening here. Oh, finally, Mr. Fulton Mraz. So I'm going to put him up. I don't know if he's still here, but Mr. Fulton Mraz has been a wonderful supporter to us, somebody who shares us constantly. So I'm happy to give them time, whether they're here or not, to be honest with you. Although I am moving a little bit faster now. Oh, the HFL vlogs. Thanks for coming in. Sorry I didn't welcome you. I stepped away for a quick moment. Maybe you came in while I was running around. But I appreciate you coming in. And then hopefully you're going to meet some good new friends and family members here and get your community built up a little bit. So this is Bautissimo Fire and Air Tarot. Bautissimo is the chatbot that I use. It's got a chatbot among other things. This is the one that's got the stats. So you have statistics here that tell you the basics, and then you've got a leaderboard, and that's what I use to tell me. It makes its own calculation, this XP thing here. It tells me who's been here the longest and how engaged they are. So what I do is I just basically round it out to when people have been here a certain amount of time, whether it's 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. And it changes day to day depending on how busy the chat is. What it allows me to do is skip over. Let's say we've got a channel here like Shane Crazy 30 only came in for a second. I don't know how many messages they left, but they left right away. So I don't want to put a lot of focus on channels that aren't spending the time. Not that there's anything wrong with that. People sometimes come and go, and that's fine. But when channels I know are here and spending a lot of time and doing all the things that we need to do, it's a grind, let's be honest. Then I want to make sure I focus on those channels more. That's why I make a little bit of a time limit, and I say I'm not going to put everybody on the wheel. In the beginning of Tuber Chat, the first like 15 live streams or whatever, I put every single channel that came in. And that was to condition the idea in everybody's mind that we are going to feature everyone. And it's not meaning to be manipulative, it's just saying that our intention is to feature channels on the screen. Now I had to scale it back because Tuber Chat is getting a little bit busier and it's becoming overwhelming for me. We had 100 people come through a couple weeks ago, and the live stream went on for 4 hours, which is fine. That's exciting, but I certainly wasn't expecting it when it was only an hour and a half or 2 hours the day before. So I just want to make sure that I'm focusing channels that I know are doing the right things, that are really going to support others, and things like that. So let's spin the wheel and see what we're going to do here. It's all computer browser windows, so you have to constantly refresh. So sometimes you guys see me pause and just sit here for a moment, and it's just because I'm probably refreshing a page on my other screen over here. I'm lucky I've got two screens happening. You can only see one though. And then Sincerely A Lucy, so we just talked about her. We saw her page just for a quick flash, but she is a wonderful and very dedicated and loyal supporter, and instrumental. She is like, if you think about, you know, a structure, a building of any kind, when I talk about the community that surrounds me now, because I've been here long enough, Sincerely A Lucy is a pillar in that structure, because she is somebody who, like I said, constantly comes back, constantly supports. We've been able to be there for each other a little bit. Of course, never as much as anybody wishes. We all grow and we all follow more people and this and that. But she keeps coming back and she never forgets. And she is a creator that she's the first one that interviewed me on her channel. And we talked everything YouTube, because she, like I do, wants to share her knowledge for the betterment of everybody, and to see other people grow, and to see everybody grow together, and enjoys watching other people hit their milestones and things like that. So I'm happy to introduce Sincerely A Lucy to everybody, and I hope that you'll connect with her, because like I said, she's a very important connection for me personally, and a lot of other people that are in my community. Nails by Nicole is here now. So Nails by Nicole is also somebody who's been with me for a long time on my personal channel and here at Tuber Chat. She's our first official moderator. As you notice, we don't add a lot of moderators, and the reason for that is because what I wish for everybody is to focus on connecting, and connecting the right way, and making quality connections, quality friends and family members who are going to be with you for the long term, who are going to keep coming back, watching your videos, swapping playlists if you want that, giving you thumbs up, giving you comments, and all the other things we need as creators. Nails by Nicole is this kind of creator. She is somebody who has been with Tuber Chat from the start. She's somebody who's been with me personally for months before that, and gone through my other experiments as well, and therefore is somebody that I enjoy recognizing, not to mention is a quality creator. So I'm sure you're going to be unbelievably impressed when you see her work and watch her videos, and I hope that you'll connect with her, as she is now an instrumental part of the Tuber Chat operation. So I'm just looking through my list here. I don't know how many more channels I'm going to add to the wheel today. But I'm just... Oh, Rose, you just walked in. We were saying pleasant things about you earlier. I'm just looking through my list to see that I haven't missed anybody who really spent like a ton of time here today. Jaden Suh's been here a while, right? Peaky Soul Fitness is still on the wheel. Let's put Jaden Saw up there because you are always sharing us and doing wonderful things for us. And Rose is somebody who has done a lot for me personally as well. Rose, I'm so sorry that I didn't call you yesterday. I ended up with a busier than I thought day of work and this and that. Not that I like to make excuses, but I'm hoping that you get a chance to meet us in... Oh, Rosa Johansson, I'm so happy that you're here too. Forgive my getting cut off. Rosa Johansson is our featured channel for tomorrow. So hopefully you can make it. We're going to be back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday. So hopefully Rose... Oh, and you're going to come up right now. I should have known that. When I add a channel to the bottom of the wheel, it's the next one that comes up every time. So I'm sure it's a tiny glitch. But it's okay. Rose is somebody that everybody needs to know. She is absolutely in the hustle and grind in the realest sense of the word. She's somebody who managed to... Look at this video right here. I hit 1,000 subs in 27 days. So she's inspirational, not to mention she enjoys helping other creators. She shares her knowledge, and she does live streams where people are able to connect as well. This is what I mean about sharing her knowledge. She does 5 things I wish I knew before I started a YouTube channel. She did recently... where's the other one? I've been with her in some of these live streams. 5 tips on how to grow your YouTube channel. So she's really helping people already, even though she's only been at it for that long. But she is somebody that everybody needs to know. So Rose, what I was going to say though, so we're on Eastern time. It's almost 3 o'clock for me here. At 6 o'clock, 3 hours from now, I'm going to do a live stream on my channel, 1 hour leading into Kristen's birthday. And then Kristen will take over at 7 o'clock for her first ever live stream. We're both going to use StreamYard that we were talking about. So if you have a chance and you can be around, I'd love it if you were there. And then you'll get, like, obviously a first-hand look at how StreamYard works, because I'll be able to just invite you right in. And you'll get the first look at it. This is, if you haven't already looked in the background, this is StreamYard here. And what you're able to do is, as more people come in, you put the link, and it's so easy. All you're doing is taking the link right out of here, and you just drop it in the chat, and then, or you send it to people, but most of us just drop it in the chat. Then people can come in. You have them backstage here. You always must be sure who they are before you put them on the screen. There are a lot of trolls, and there are awful, horrifying things that people can do on your live stream if you are not absolutely careful. So once you're absolutely sure that somebody who's back here, it's called being backstage, is somebody that you want on the screen, you just adds them into the stream, as I've just done with myself. And then you can take your screen off if you want. You can share your screen and you can adjust. It's so easy to use this. It's unbelievable. And then you can do things like add a message to the screen. And I know you've seen it in other ways on other people's channels where they make it look more like this. I choose to use a more minimal approach, but that shows you how that works. And then your comments come on and off and this and that. So that's StreamYard. Very, very, very easy to use. But we'll look at that today if you're able to come by for the birthday celebrations for Kristen. Like I said, for everybody, it's Kristen's birthday today right now. I will be doing a live stream in 3 hours on my personal channel, and I'll leave a message. In case you want to connect with me personally and come for that. And then Kristen will take over at 7 o'clock, and that will be her first official live stream ever on her channel. And it should be a good time. Thank you, Rose. It's nice of you to say that. I was busier today than I was expecting, which is a great thing. As you can see, we're rolling on 3 hours now, and I'm just barely starting to wind down. Jaden Suh is somebody who's been back. So with 910 subscribers, this, I'm assuming, Jaden, is the same channel, but you changed your name. You just added the 28 to it, right? I know I asked that earlier, but that didn't matter, so it's fine. Yeah, did Kristen tell you to say that, Rose? I hope everybody will connect. I see Rose and Sincerely a Lucy talking to each other. I hope that the two of you know each other. Sincerely a Lucy is somebody who's been with me for months and months now, extremely supportive, and beyond that, not to mention she is with many other people, and is just a quality person. But Rose, I feel similarly about, and Rose is a new connection for me, but she is aggressively on the hustle. She is just killing it right now, and I expect big, big things from her. So hopefully you guys either already know each other or are connecting. And then we're looking at Jane and Saw right now, but I'm speeding things up, so I'm going to spin the wheel. Oh, you did just change the name. Okay. Thank you, Jaden. Jaden always shares us, and I really appreciate that. Anything that anybody can always do to share us on your community tab or Twitter or Facebook or anything like that is always appreciated. Jay's Journey. Yeah. I get if some of the stuff I say must be becoming cliche by now, right? Because I repeat myself so often, and people hear me say the same things all the time. But Sincerely, a Lucy is somebody who absolutely does add value, not only with YouTube, but in almost a spiritual way, I might say, to people. There's something about her. Rose would describe it as just being genuine. She describes a few people that way, and that's like the minimalist way of describing that in Lucy. And I have met other dedicated and loyal supporters, and I almost feel guilty using the word supporter because these have become friends, people who continuously come back and truly, you can tell, truly want to see you do well. We all understand, like, it's not really competition here because people can follow all of our channels. When you get new subscribers from somebody else, you're not taking them away from them. You're just expanding the pool. And these people now have another person to follow. So, this is the kind of stuff that Sincerely Lucy's community already does, and I expect the same thing from Rose Sadoo's community as well. Yeah, Sincerely Lucy absolutely does. But she's also fun to watch as a creator. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. And then Kiki Soul Fitness, hopefully you're still here, but you've been with us for so long today. And it's the luck of the draw on the wheel of doom over here. Whether how quickly everybody gets up. Thank you, Rose. It's nice to hear it, to have people say such wonderful things, but hopefully we are doing what we hope and actually having the impact for other people that we're planning to. There's a lot of generous creators. I've been very lucky to be surrounded by a few of them. That's what inspired the creation of Tuber Chat, which will continue to evolve and evolve and evolve. And Kiki Soul Fitness, so you are a new connection for Tuber Chat. And so what I'm going to do is, I can't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So I'm going to take your latest video, the 10-minute workout, and I'm going to add it into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, within the next couple of days, I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and then I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe to you, and in that way I'll make sure that the connection sticks. So we always want to make sure we're doing it the right way. And then, so that's already set. Did I already put Jay's Journey on the screen? Dude Rocks has come in again. Thank you for all the time you've been spending with us today. The Dude Rocks, I know you've been in and out, but I really appreciate you coming back. Yeah, we just had Jay's Journey. So, that is good stuff. Is Obano TV still here? Yes. Obano TV, I'm just going to put you right on the screen because you've been here for a while. We don't really need our wheel anymore. I'm only going to put another couple of channels up and then we're going to wrap things up. But I appreciate all the time that everybody has spent with us today. As we get bigger and bigger and our channels grow, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we might like. So I appreciate every minute that you spend with a Tuber Chat and with me personally. And so Obano TV, you've been here for a long time today, and I really appreciate your patience in having me get you up. I don't think I put your channel up on the screen yet today. I'm going to take your, I'm going to take this, well, I'll take a longer video for you so you can get a few minutes of watch time here. I'll take this one, and I'll put it in the, it doesn't matter because it's just me personally watching it, but I'm going to stay away from some of the political stuff if I can. Here we go, a small YouTuber video. So I add that to my watch later list, and then what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, within the next couple of days, I will watch your video in full when I go through my watch later list. I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of this video, and then I will give you a thumbs up, certainly, and I will subscribe to you, and in that way I'll make sure that the connection sticks, because we always want to be connecting the right way. And let's get YRK Lou up here as well. And again, this is a new connection for Tuber Chat, so you've been with us for quite some time today, and I really appreciate that. So thank you so much for hanging out and being patient. And again, you're a new connection, so I can't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is the same thing that I just did and add your latest video into my watch later list. Looks pretty comical, broken TV prank. So I'm going to, after the live stream today, within the next couple of days, I will go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. And then I will give you a meaningful comment related to the content of this video, tell you what I think about your prank. And then I will give you a thumbs up for sure, and I will subscribe to you. And then that way I will make sure that the connection sticks. So we always want to be doing it the right way. And then I think everybody here has been up on the screen. So I'm going to wrap up the live stream now. So thank you everybody for the time that you've spent. Again, I know that it's hard. We all have hundreds and sometimes thousands of channels that we'd like to support. So I appreciate every minute that you spend with us here at Tuber Chat, and then hopefully you've met some new friends and family members. We will be back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday at the same time, and then in 3 hours from now I will run a hour-long live stream on my personal channel, and Kristen will take over at 7 o'clock on her personal channel for her first ever live stream. And we will celebrate her birthday. So as I close things off, I know the chat will continue to run for a little while longer. So I hope everybody can connect. The last few people that are here have all been here either before or are connected to me personally, or have been here for a long time today. So I think we're looking at quality connections all the way around. For those of you who are new, I hope you're connected to Tuber Chat and you've got your subscribe and put the bell on so that you don't miss our next live streams, which is again tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. We seem to do every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then if you can connect with me personally, and I'll see you in a few hours. And then if not, hopefully tomorrow or as soon as you can. So thank you again, everyone. Forgive me for closing off so quickly, but we're going to go and get ready for Kristen's birthday now, and then we will see you all in a little while. So thank you again, and have fun continuing to connect until the chat comes off. It should keep going for another few minutes.